Hello. It is time to get the D&D started. Alrighty. Alright. Alright, so who would like to do the recap? Or who would like to start the recap?
Okie dokie, where were we? So,
Yeah.
we were in the unknown causeway, as it has been aptly named.
Which you don't know what it
Exploring
means.
about. Don't know what that means. We were running about, solving some puzzles, finding some strange materials. It appears to be that this is indeed a laboratory or something of,
Okay.
what was his name? The guy, forgot his name. The guy who's been bothering Zed a lot. Forgot his name. Marn! There we go. And this is his laboratory where it seems that he has a definite fascination with gem dragons, which he also kidnapped from Zed. And it looks like there was sort of a chamber where one was locked up and roasting people, maybe something like that. We found some odd materials and magical thises and that's, various traps, and we found a statue of Marn that Rain identified, and it seemed like it was watching us, and we were talking smack to it. We battled some roving rats after opening various doors, exploring these various chambers that are opened up. Is Marge joining us?
Not tonight.
Okie dokie. So, Marge, we were down here because of Marge to get her smokes. And it appears that a giant rat creature was clawing away at a door that might have had the smokes behind them, and Rain decided to run off and poke the hornet's nest and get it going, and now it's coming after us. While we've been hanging out down in this little chamber with a chest that we haven't opened, right? We didn't open that chest or do anything in there yet. We were just chilling out, and it was a library. Let's see. We found that torture room. It had shadows burned into the walls, scorch marks. Zed, I quoted after he saw the giant bone rats. He said, "Holy fuck!" It's quoted. We came up upon an interesting door that we needed to say a magic word to open. El Shaddam, which is like the name of a god, I think. Um, and yeah, so now this massive rat monstrosity, I think, is headed right toward us, and and uh, and it's on.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I was
Oh,
like, yeah, we retreated through hallways and we fought a bunch of like mobs of rats, and that's basically what I remember. But you had more detail.
Yep, and
and we all fucked with Kozik because he
we
was
all
gone
fucked.
the session before that.
Mm-hmm. And then, if I remember correctly, Rain in particular went out to have some little fun
Oh yeah.
over on this part of the map and found a pile of undead, and then was telling us about it. And I believe that Mr. Zedrin just saw them round the corner.
And then said, "Go
Oh
for
fuck!
it, Zed. Nobody can say it like you." Pregnant pause.
Sorry. I was
Pregnant
in the kitchen.
pause.
Basically, holy fuck.
That's it.
End scene.
Insane. And then I have down churreria, no lunch, 3 to 8, SIM cards, late dinners, and French. And oh right, sorry, different conversation.
I remember, I don't know if it was from this last session, but or the one before, but we were still in the same area. Niavara had found like a couple shards of amethyst, um, and then a different shard that I guess belonged to a different dragon or what was maybe an elder dragon or something like that. And um, then separately,
Let's see if my camera controls are working this
we
time. I
were
think I fixed it.
was in this room. I guess it's kind of below us to the south. Whatever that like portal or doorway
Yes.
was. I think it was that, but Zed ended up Zed ended up touching something with his mage hand and actually felt the sensation, which has never happened before.
Oh right.
And so it was a really weird thing for him. And I think I forget what that was, if it was the portal thing or if it was something else. It was like um maybe we found the statue
So the
of
statues,
of
maybe.
Marn that yeah Zed was willing to try to destroy.
Yeah,
Um
we managed to knock it over. I remember that.
but then we hit it. It had a smirk, and you and me both smacked it and like chipped off pieces, and then it almost like rebuilt itself.
That's right. And then we knocked it
Um,
over and just left it on the floor.
yeah. Um,
And I don't think we did anything in this room down here yet because like we ended up there, we fought off a bunch of rats right here in the corridor, and then Cha needed a rest. Then it seemed like people. Well, so Rain
oh,
ran
I
off
forgot
and
about
did
that.
his
Yeah.
thing. So I think that everybody else can have done something while he was off doing that because that took quite a while.
Well, you
So
guys
if
were
you guys wanted to
investigating.
explore the room, yeah,
Yeah, I think you were doing the you were trying to have your rest, and then there was some people that were
yeah.
investigating. It was either the portal or some item that we had gotten. Um, and then yeah, I'm pretty sure like Rain hollered at us, which I think is why my character was down the hallway. Told us that things were coming.
Yes. And the thing is coming, apparently. He shot it or something, and then it started coming after him. So we weren't able to rest, but maybe you guys were able to investigate something while he was doing that. I don't know, in that room.
I'm not sure if I did.
See here.
Or we could just jump into the fight.
Mm-hmm.
To which there is a large swarm of dog-sized skeletal rats.
Okay, so it wasn't one creature; it was a bunch of dog-sized skeletal rats. Got it.
A swarm of them.
And so you say that we did not get to have a short rest.
No,
Correct.
Okay.
because when you started doing your short
Right.
rest, Rain went and investigated other rooms and had a combat and then attacked the one that's here and pretty much brought it back. So you guys really haven't had a whole lot of time to do much.
Okay, so I did
Gotcha.
not get spells back, but I can blast them
Right.
with Eldritch Blast. Okay.
Thank the gods. Cha wasn't totally defeated, but he's definitely wounded from another of the pile of rats. We got this. We're OG.
So
Better to fight now than die on our knees or whatever.
Yeah.
toggle combat.
If I might, though, gentlemen, I do think we might want to back up and let it come to us, because I
Huh?
can't see it.
You know, you've
I
got a
don't see
point
it yet
there.
either.
We can prepare. We can prepare just like we did before. We can get ready our shots and get ready to be on our turf.
Well, at this point, it wouldn't be any surprises because it noticed that as soon as he turned that and pretty much yelled,
Oh.
that kind of eliminated
fuck.
that element of surprise, for one, but also the fact that it was chasing Rain anyway. You know, that's also that there was no real chance to
So it
surprise it.
hasn't seen the three of us, but it has seen Zed. So maybe the rest of us can get a shot off if it comes around the corner. I don't know.
Well, that's going to be determined by initiative. Boom.
Damn, did they get a nat 20 on initiative?
Better
Yes.
it be on initiative than on attack roll,
Uh-oh.
right?
I guess so, yeah.
Right,
True.
right. I'm not so sure.
Oh, that's perfectly appropriate for Cha. He just woke up from his nap and is like, what is going on? You guys, come on, stop screwing around.
I got a nat 1. We had a nat 20 and a nat 1 in a single initiative.
Heaven and hell.
This is not
Come
looking
on,
good.
you guys.
Balance in all things.
Guys,
All
stop,
right.
stop it.
It moves 30 feet. All right, so at the moment that Zed turned the corner,
Hey, where
and
did Rain go? That little
Zed saw, several sizable rodents of noticeable stature. Basically, as soon as you turn the corner, and maybe a couple of them turned to you, and then you yelled, and then the whole swarm just kind of turned towards you. Like they looked like maybe they were sniffing around or looking for somebody or looking for something. But, you also knew that Rain kind of brought them this way. Oh. So with that, they get to go first. Boom, 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 boom. They can totally get there.
If anybody opens up the boss fight music, it is badass, in my personal opinion.
So you realize that given the size of my journal notes are on. Weird. Given the size of these rodents, there's a big swarm, but they're able to sort of squeeze themselves into this hallway. I mean, not really squeezes and they can't fit, but just the entirety of them, they're not all in a huge pile. They kind of have to form a little bit of a line, but they also crawl all over each other and just don't even really care. And they are going to try and...
Ugh.
My thing takes forever to load, and I hate it. Yeah, I am pretty sure that's happening. Okay, so they have to occupy. Swarm. The swarm can occupy a creature. The swarm can move through any opening large enough. Smaller humanoid. Okay. Oh, perfect. I'm sure the rest of you would be able to see. This swarm of rats just flood around the corners. They crawl all over Zed and all over Kozik, and they just start biting and clawing and
They've enveloped Mr. Thatcher.
to some degree a little bit of nightmare fuel. I gotta wait for my latency to
Zed,
chill.
play dead.
And then let's
Just kidding.
And
Don't do
eaten?
that. I'm just messing around.
slash
It's my coping mechanism.
1d20 plus 4. It is not. There we go. Yeah, I'm just lagging like fucking crazy.
Was that the attack?
Yep. Does a 15 hit your armor class?
Yeah, my AC's 15.
Oh,
That's
man.
unfortunate.
You guys are so
I
tough.
believe so.
Why is it not displaying the...
Certainly beats my armor class.
What is yours? Don't you have like heavy plate on?
Me? The warlock? No.
Oh, I don't know. I always imagine you in
I've
metallic
got like
noble
I've
armor.
got the stiff leathers on.
Oh, gotcha.
So
I haven't had a chance to buy new armor. I always wanted to in the towns, but we always got sidetracked.
You know what? Let's do that. Let's get you some armor.
I need some warlock armor.
Make it out of these undead rats.
all right, so these things
That would be
slash
fitting.
and bite and tear into old Zed here for 14. Is it 14 slashing damage?
Ooh.
Tis but a nibble.
Ooh.
But that is all they can do.
Zed.
Yeah,
Somehow.
there you go, buddy.
Zed is somehow, I guess, amidst all the chaos, Shaw's kind of freaking out and being like, play dead and everything like that. And Zed just has this odd, just sense of calm about him. Even though he just exclaimed, holy fuck, mere seconds ago. It's like, if you're kind of, it's like having a bug. You're just like, I don't want it on you. And then once it's on you, you're just kind of like, it's not really that bad, I guess. And yeah, he'll take half damage from that attack. So 7.
Nice.
Move his token
Oh,
to the
good.
front.
See how expertly Mr. Thatcher deals with this danger, I say as the rats are swarming all over me.
You're right, Zed. You're doing a great job, buddy.
You just, you see the calmness almost suddenly fade. He kind of
So
like
half
like
damage.
eyes peer off to the corner. She's like, help me, please.
7. So he's it.
Kozik, he's asking for help. What should we do?
It.
Kill the fucking rat.
We always do the best we can.
Sage words of advice, even in adversity. I always have appreciated that about you, Kozik. Oh,
Hold on, I gotta get this.
Wow.
So minus 7. There we go. All right.
Realize Kozik's standing right there too.
Yeah, I
Yep.
thought I was getting swarmed on too.
Well, they're swarming over you too. They just can only do this to one person. So, Kozik, you're up. You are effectively in a melee. And these things are swarming all over you and like trying to bite and
Gee
claw,
whiz.
but
Okay,
for the most part, they're nibbling on Zed.
Kozak, show them what melee battle is all about.
Hey, maybe in just a few seconds here, and I do a full withdrawal back behind our people.
Give me a sec, Kendra, to... Oh, because I don't have that particular source.
Now show them what for, Mr. Cha.
Shaw watches you just run off behind everybody. Oh shit! Now they're gonna
I'm
come after
right
me.
That might not have been the most noble thing to do, but
Ah!
I need
That's what I did
space
too.
to cast my spells.
I
Okay,
can
mean, that's
picture
my...
the look on your face while you're thinking about all this in the midst of heated combat.
Here, give me a sec. I'm gonna try
take it
and
back.
get that particular
And
source
that was
again.
all my actions, so it's the end of my turn.
All right, Niavara.
Zed. Oh my god, he's he's literally underneath. Oh god.
That must
Oh,
look
yeah, my source for
terrifying.
the
We saw
blurb
Zed
is
just
not
covered
right.
in these things.
Hold on. Hold on.
Warped.
This past week we didn't have a session, but we had a little Halloween one shot, which by the way, Cube did a really good
Right.
job. It was a lot of fun.
Oh.
Side note, I was a gnome
Give me a
druid
sec.
named Price Gouge, and I was a used wagon
Grabbing something real
salesman.
quick.
I like that.
And I had a briefcase of holding that had a wagon in it. It was a lot of fun.
Nuts.
Anyway,
Oh, that sounds
the character that
delightful.
Rain was
Yes.
playing,
Copy that.
we came across another kind of
I'll put that on
skeletal
this one.
mass, and he like befriended it and basically turned it into like
Paste the
skeletal mech
reference.
armor for his character.
Whoa.
There we go.
It just
Cool.
dawned on me that I'm kind of in a similar
me,
predicament, only they're not being
Ah.
friendly.
Make sure this works
Oh,
for
it was
you.
friendly skeletal mass? That's
Oh
always
yeah, he was
pleasant.
like walking around in bone armor. It was awesome.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, didn't mean to
Bone
distract.
mech. That's ended
Yeah,
up
it
in
was
another
awesome.
in a video game. A bone mech.
Okay, blurp's not working. Well,
To be a new
I'll have to fix that
class
later.
in D&D.
Fan art. Fan art,
Yeah.
please.
Anywho, Niavara,
So
you're up.
Niavara is going
Sorry.
to attempt to scooch back and get her own space because no. She's not a fan of rats.
Why is everybody running away? I'm covered in fucking
Charles
rats.
watching everybody running away. And he's like, oh shit!
I'm a caster, actually. Ignore the dip in rogue.
So are you
I
Shaw
need
and Zed are
space.
screaming, and both of you are saying, we're casters. Thank you very much.
I need space.
I do need space for my
need
spells to
space.
work. I'm sorry. It's okay though. You'll be fine. I pinky promise.
You have a
I
flurry
need
of...
space too!
Well, then you shouldn't have been at the front. Clearly.
I wish
So-
I'd gotten my nap.
are you
All right, so
disengaging or are you
Niavara
just
is
moving away?
casting her spiritual weapon. Huh?
Are you disengaging or moving away? Because I think Kozak just disengaged.
Yeah,
Does
because
she
I
need
was
to?
in their clutches or whatever, so I felt I had to use them. Everything.
Oh, you were
disengage.
there. No, you're fine. Never
Niavara
mind.
is right
You're good.
here.
They don't have reach.
Yeah,
But she's placing her
she was in
spiritual
range.
weapon.
Nice.
Spiritual
Oh,
weapon.
what is it? What is it?
It's the rapier of the traveler. It's how Niavara envisions it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
There, you
But
should
it-
have
Covered
control
with
over
blood
that.
or something? Wasn't it like
Yes.
covered with like god blood or something?
Covered with god blood from the schism.
Cool. Nice. Schism blood.
Maybe it's a game sound thing. Were you guys able to hear the blurp?
God.
Yeah, I wanted to hear about that Halloween one shot. I'm glad it went well. That sounds great. I wanted to show up, but we were just too busy getting ready for the haunted prom and everything.
All right.
Wish I
I
could
am
show you guys
slowly.
pictures. I can't put anything on the freaking Discord with pictures.
I'm only
Oh,
slightly
I think
laggy.
that hits.
Yeah.
Yes, that does indeed hit. What does it look like? Is your spirit
Nice.
what's the spiritual weapon? What is it in the shape of?
It is in the shape of the rapier of the traveler, as Niavara envisions it. A bloodied blade with the runes of the traveler written across it.
I think Blurp is working. I
Dripping in
just have
god
my
blood.
thing muted. I just
And
don't hear
it's
them.
she draws it out of thin air, and it slashes down on the head of these rats.
Nice.
And as a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon 20 feet and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet of it. So let's go. I'm guessing that didn't work.
Ooh.
Well,
No,
let's see
10
here.
hit them before last time,
Range
but it may not be the same for
duration.
these guys.
It's a bonus action. You can move the weapon attack against a creature within 5 feet. Weapon can. You cast a spell, you can make a melee. Okay, so it's 2 attack. Okay. Alright. So,
Let's see.
you did a 11. Unfortunately, there are far too many small, well, dog-sized moving targets, and they're just crawling all over Zed, and they're nibbling and biting, so you're probably needing to do a little bit of a maneuvering to ensure that maybe your weapon doesn't accidentally like hit Zed, because there's a lot of moving pieces, as it were. But you did do 7.
And that's the end of her turn. Wee.
That is exactly half. So now
Question. If I got on the other side
they
of
do less
them
damage.
with Zed right there, would that count as flanking at all with some of these monstrosities?
I think for this particular situation, not really, because it's not necessarily one thing that has to divide its attention. It's several things that don't necessarily have to focus on a singular target.
Good call. Okay.
Tis a swarm. All right. So that was near. So it's Zed.
Zed, get out of there! You need more space!
I'm gonna do this because I keep wanting to do this and I never use it. I'll use poison spray. So it's a saving throw, DC 12 Constitution, I guess.
Cool.
Poison spray. They are immune to poison. So you go for the poison spray. I don't even really have to roll for this.
I knew it.
And you kind of think about it.
I knew
You're
it.
trying to poison skeletons.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
it's worth a shot.
hold on. I need to figure out if this is good or bad for them. Okay. That was very close to being bad. So you kind of realize that you hit them with this poison spray, and now they seem completely unfazed by it, and it gets all over them. And you realize like some of the poison's sticking to some of them, which probably would be really bad if there was poison on their little claws and in their face and on their teeth, and then they start clawing and biting you. Probably would have been real
My
bad.
goodness.
Just buffed the enemies.
Wow.
But luckily they're in
Nearly
too much
buffed
of
the
a
enemies.
too much of in a frenzy, and it's kind of just shaking off, and I mean they're just they're unfazed. They still have a move action.
Yeah, I also still have a bonus action, and I'm thinking. This is a stretch, and I understand it, but I'm just gonna throw it out there. Isn't it if I was dual wielding that I'd be able to use a bonus action to attack with my offhand?
I believe so.
I know that I didn't use an attack with my main hand. Could I still use a bonus action? Action to attack with my offhand? If not,
Well,
I totally understand. I'm just throwing it out there.
So as far as your action economy goes, let's see, poison spray. So you cast poison spray, which is an action. So you use that.
Yeah.
So you'd still have a bonus action. So, and I don't think you've done anything with your bonus action.
Right.
So technically you could.
Okay, cool. In that case,
This is a bonus action.
wait, let me
Only when you
read
make
this
an attack.
Okay.
But
so what do you want me to roll then?
But that would also mean you wouldn't be able to do any of your cunning actions, because that's your bonus action.
Right. Yeah.
So just roll your attack roll as normal. So it's if you hit, you just do weapon damage. You don't get to add your dexterity
That's
to
what
it.
it is. Okay. 12.
So you go to swing at a couple of them that are on you, and what are you swinging with? You're swinging with your dagger. Some of them just
Dagger,
bite onto your dagger and try and scratch at your hand on the hilt, and you're just kind of unable to actually land a hit on them.
Damn it. All right.
My.
Yep, that'll be my turn then.
Alrighty, can I pop this out so I can make this easier for me later? I can.
I'm gonna DM you real quick, 2 cubed.
All right, trying to get this thing to pop out so I can easier on my shelf. But I figure it out. I'll show you that later. Shaw, you're up.
Okie dokie. Shaw's watching poison sprays flying around and Caster's getting in position. He's looking back and forth. He's like, ah! And he bars his fanged teeth and gets furious and is like, screw you, down dead rats! And just dives in to attack with his bow staff. Okay. Boom. He's going to take 2 shots with this guy.
I can't move the camera while in combat. Let's see
And
if I can reshape this. Oh, maybe I'll shape it in the
second one wasn't
bottom.
so impressive. So I think a 26 hits.
That's a good attack. What was it,
Unfortunately, a
25 and 26?
26. No, just kidding. You hit.
I was like,
And he's going to smack down for 10 bludgeoning points on one of these suckers. He's then going to cast
Bludgeoning. Okay.
Patient Defense using his key power. See a wave of protective purple-like, smoke-like energy flow over
10 health
Cha.
left.
His eyes are now glowing with purple smoke. He uses Patient Defense. He's gonna hold his ground right there and just keep on trying to smack him off of Zed.
Alrighty. So you take up a defensive stance. The swarm looks pretty wounded, but still functional.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I can also do an unarmed strike as a bonus action,
Well,
along with.
you have so you did patient defense as your bonus action.
Is that a bonus action? Oh yeah,
Yep.
it is a bonus action. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Sorry.
Unless you don't want to use patient defense.
Nope, I do. Go for it.
All right, so its turn. It's got a juicy Z right there.
Oh,
So it's gonna. Actually, there's 2 targets now. Let's see. It's gonna go after Cha
all right.
because you stepped into their space, so they kind of get to, attack.
Sure.
So they are going to swarm and bite to nibble at you. Oh, I could just reuse this. No, I have to scroll too far for that. I'm going to do that. Attack. Normal. But I'm
They have to
certain a
roll
6
with.
will not hit
You have
you.
to roll a disadvantage because I'm dodging. Just to remind you. Oh, a 6 will not hit.
So even without really having to defend yourself, they're so busy like biting on the Z right now that they don't really. Not enough of them seem to engage with you. A couple tried to bite at you, but I mean, they kind of got they taste blood. They taste blood.
Can you try it again? See if they get a nat 1, maybe they get a little some obnoxiousness happen to them. No.
Okay. And then Kozik.
All right. Does it look like I can attack the swarm without attacking my compatriots here?
By the way,
Yep.
Cha's definitely gonna back against the wall because he knows that you got into position just to do your magic. So he's gonna try to get out of the way.
He's a little ducking and leaning. Okay, cool.
I think
Yeah.
Cha and Zed
Down.
both fully well know what's coming.
All right, so yeah, I'm going to attempt a couple Eldritch Blasts here.
I just don't know why Blurp's not working.
So because I can cast 2 beams, as it were, does that mean I have to roll twice, or do I roll once and they both hit? What's the
They're
DMs?
2 separate attack rolls.
Okay.
Cha has this look in his eyes right now.
You know what? Let me.
Sort of garnet-colored energy starts forming in the palm of Kozik's gloved hand. And he blasts out, plow, plow. Choo choo.
Both
Praying
of
to
them.
the dark mistress that they hit.
Both of them land squarely into the swarm, hitting several of them, skewering them a bit with your
Right.
magical lance of beamery.
And all right.
Sweet.
Let's see if I can abide by like the rule of thirds.
Take that, you horde. I've got a couple of them. They're going down.
10, 17. That's called overkill. Feel free to describe how you finish the rest of the swarm of dog-sized skeletal rats.
All right.
I guess these things like Rottweilers
Split.
are scampering all over and scratching and biting at my buddies there, and I almost closed my eyes as I launched these 2 Eldritch Blasts into the swarm, knowing that somehow my comrades will not be damaged by it. And I see a couple of these skeletal, a number of these skeletal creatures sort of burst open, plah plah, and there's little bone fragments hit the walls. And the swarm seems to move no more.
Chat box.
Good job. I'm glad you guys got your space.
Are you two all right?
I'm gonna end the combat.
I didn't take any more damage, but oh, look at that. Zed.
Has Mr. Thatcher been injured?
I'll leave that to you to describe your own wound.
Let's see, lucky charm.
Zed's just kind of like checking himself. He's probably got a couple like scratch marks on his coat and a couple rips and tears in places and things like that. I look to be alive, I guess.
High five.
Yeah, this will be another step to the secret handshake.
Yep. Yep. They're like the moments when we're workshopping it, and then the moments when we're fully putting it on. It's like workshopping something that is rat related, maybe, or
Exactly.
undead rat related somehow, you know. Chaw's chucking a little bit of minor illusion into it so that maybe our hands look skeletal when they smack together at one point in the handshake.
It's like part of the handshake is like your minor illusion looks like we've got whiskers, and we both just kind of like put claws up, and we're like,
Make a weird noise. Totally. Good
Awesome.
job, Kozik. Chaw runs over and tries to give him a jumping high five, fully well knowing that he's shorter and
He kind of
Zed's
does
gonna-
the
just excited.
that
Why
when
can I not
people
find-
reach out for a high five and the other person goes for a pound, and then you go for the pound, then I'm going for the high five. Indeed, Mr. Cha. Well done, well done. Yes, yes.
Let me rename this so I don't forget.
So maybe that short rest now.
Ay, ay, ay. Hey, yeah, that'd be great. Hey, where'd Rain go? Brought them to us and then took off.
He's
probably
gotten
looking
himself
for more
somewhere.
things to bring to us, so we'll be on our
Yeah,
toes.
good point. We should get to sleep while that's happening.
There we
I
go.
guess we should, huh? In case there's anything bigger than this, we should be ready. Unless the smokes might be in danger if there are more things clawing away at them. We should move forward?
I vote that we take a short rest and maybe have a little meal. I think the smokes can wait. We'll be better able to serve them if we're at full strength.
Hey, good call. I second
wanna
the
go-
motion.
I want to go back in this room here.
Make sure my
Rain,
camera's
there
still.
you are.
No, he's not.
Oh, okay. I wanted to get the coin of feasting from him. If I could possibly do that. Because that was fun.
Who
Oh,
had it?
I
Wow.
think I
I
see
don't
it
wanna
down
lose
on
that
the
thing.
what's that in the corner over there? Is that a
Good one. Exactly what I was looking for, Kozik. Who wants to make a
That'll come in
feast this
handy.
time? Yavari, you want to do it this time? You haven't
Rain
made
is
a feast
hiding
yet.
in Marge's
Oh, I am quite all right.
satchel.
Again, I think I shared with you that if I made a feast, it would be quite disappointing.
You know, if it's a reflection of your childhood, it could be educational for all of us.
I am so good. By all means, Mr. Thatcher.
Yeah, Zed, you do it. Let's taste some human food. I don't think I ever have.
All right.
Doo,
Well,
Had
doo,
some
doo,
at
doo.
the end.
Is that human? Aren't they kind of sprites and fays and stuff, though?
In the material that was human.
Oh,
yes.
right. Did we eat anything? I think I only had some mead.
We
We
ate
ended up getting breakfast
breakfast.
at in Grenstall. Remember that big old breakfast we got, all the bacon and all that?
Oh, right.
Right?
Okay.
You want some more of that? You want some? I
Hey,
We
whatever
typically
is
had a lot of
indicative
fish
of
when we
your
were out at
human
sea.
culture. Fish. That sounds cool. Never had
Oh, it's
fish.
incredible. Like depending on which type you get, I'm not really for those who've used the coin
Okay,
before.
well,
Do I got to like picture it, or do I
while
just
they're
kind of
having that discussion,
let the
I
coin
kind
do
of
its thing?
visualized it.
Your intent is paramount.
Understood. All right.
Yeah, I don't think it will guess. It needs like specific instructions.
oh, you guys can't see
All
that,
right. So
can you?
Zed is going
Interesting.
to have
Oh, because I didn't give it.
what
Okay,
he
hold on.
believes is this just kind of
I need to set this
gourmet
up so you
spread of
guys
food.
see things that they don't.
Realistically, it probably wouldn't be found served to higher ups or nobility like Kozik, but it'd be a lot of like grilled fish, maybe some charred blackened fish of all different varieties, some kind of uh smaller fish, I would say, and then one really deep kind of like deep ocean sort of catch, really big. um there's going to be a multitude of different breads. You're going to have some different jams and things like that.
Actually, we can't do
um
that.
There's going to be a bunch of eggs, probably again some bacon and things like that, just to reminisce on that meal that we all had together in Grinstall. And let's see, I would
What?
assume as far as drinks, there
Damn
would
it.
you'd have some mead and some ales, and um, if it could be anything that he can picture, there will also be a not really a flask, but what are the a decanter?
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
One
right.
sec.
In that word, I think I'm okay, but
Sure.
there'll be like a very ornate decanter that has the top
Have to switch
shelf
a permission.
sort of like whiskey that was
Ooh.
in the Lofty Highborn. So he would have had a thought
Ah.
of Miss Tiffany, and so there's going to be that there, and it's going to be more portions than any of us can probably care to finish at one time. All right, fucking dig in.
Awesome. Good thinking, Zed.
There
I
we
use
go.
my
Now you guys can
fine
see everything.
dwarven fork from the spoils of Dale to tuck
Let
in
me
into this
do
fine
that.
magic meal.
There we go.
Snarf,
Chop
snarf,
pulls
snarf.
out a pair of black chopsticks, black metallic chopsticks that look like they could probably be used as weapons, but starts eating with them.
You see Zed kind of look. He's seen utensils before, but he just kind of looks at everyone kind of strange as he slowly just reaches in and starts just picking food up with his hands. He's kind of like glancing around, like, "Wait, there's no need to be neat. Roll. We've all eaten together before, eh?" And he just takes a huge bite of fish.
Oh, is that part of the tradition? You eat with your hands.
Might as
Okay.
well get him dirty before you get him clean, eh?
Here, here. Chop carefully rewraps the metallic chopsticks and just starts
Just
gobbling
doesn't
down.
wanna.
Niavara's on Kozik's side here. She's watching with untapped horror at the idea of eating fish with bare hands. My god. Fish is already on her short list of things that she's like, absolutely not. That smells wrong. And then to go at it with your hands, might as well just
Entirely too greasy. Yes, yes.
she'll whistle. Just like low. She'll eat a roll with her hands, but she's like, Chaw, if you're not using those chopsticks, I am going to avail myself of them.
He's like, "Oh, okay, I'm just trying to do the traditional thing." He pulls out the cool little ornate metallic chopsticks and
Why
wipes
is
them off and
Streamview
hands
being
them to
so weird?
Niavara shudders as she's like, tradition.
Clear track token.
Oh, there are many
We,
traditions,
de-
and I'm
we
sure.
definitely did not eat with our hands in hell. Let me tell you, you would have been caught dead eating with hands in hell. Not happening where I come from. Kind of fun though.
I mean, he's not like a rule or anything. I'm just kind of how we did it on the ship.
Yeah, the
Oh, I'm
camera's
all
being
for
weird.
it now. Child's
Hold
just
on, let me
going
try something.
after it, using his long
Nope,
black
that resets it.
fingernails to like pick up
Lock
morsels
that.
and stuff.
There we go. We're learning camera
Hmm.
controls.
Mr. Thatcher, a dwarf. I feel as though a dwarf could get used to sailing on a ship if the food were like this.
I've got to say, I quite like what you were preparing as well. You might have to share some recipes, so to speak.
Yes, this sunny gem is quite a treasure. Snarf, 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 rah, 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 rah. Clam chowder, clam chowder.
Oh, clam chowder. Was there clam chowder in there? Dude,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't
I'm
know.
all
Like, I
for
mean,
it.
picture there's going to be like
Ah.
flanks of steak, and you know, it's going to be
Bread bowl.
Malt vinegar, lemon slices, and tartar sauce. And
there's probably like baked potatoes in there. There's probably like
coleslaw.
steamed or stewed veggies. Yeah, you're gonna have the gambit for sure.
Ah. This is one of the coolest magic items ever.
Honestly, it serves little purpose outside of RP, and it's fantastic.
Ah, I can picture it. I can taste it. It does help that I had fish and chips earlier today.
Well,
Wouldn't it
sounds
be
good.
really funny? I just thought of this randomly. If we planted that coin on someone and then coerced them or convinced them somehow to just start talking about food that is from their land, and it just starts
It just starts
appearing
appearing.
Appears.
We should do that to Marn before we behead him.
before we kill him.
We kill you with kindness first,
Yeah,
and then the coup de grace.
get your last meal.
Coup de foie gras, if you will.
Oh my
Coup de
god.
Man,
foie gras.
you guys
Ooh,
are gonna give
nice.
him more accommodations than you gave to Dale.
I know Dale was pretty unceremonious murder there. So we
I
tried to
mean,
make it. We tried to stretch it out, but
you stripped him down.
things
You
happen.
tossed him in a pool of water. You waterboarded him, and then you took him outside in the freezing cold. Shoved his face in other people. You know, the remains of
In
other
his
people.
friends' bodies.
Yep.
Of his friends. Yeah.
And then dragged him back, worse than hogtied, because it was not even like
Oh,
hands
you
and feet.
forgot to mention we already killed him, and then brought him back too.
Yeah,
Chaw
while we
missed all of
debated
that.
whether to kill him. Yeah.
Remember, Chaw missed all of that, and then when he did come back, he immediately slapped him, and then you all laughed because apparently you'd all been smacking him around a lot.
Mhm.
Oh no, image is
I
not.
voted for dignity, but it was not to be.
Okay, I'll have to fix that.
Yeah, and then we
We
fed him to a town of
tried.
mimics.
We tried.
The Birdman took control, and then he got tossed out.
That was it. Rest is history.
Do we have? So are we
The
doing
rest-
short rest?
If you
I
want,
think I want to. Yeah.
I think a short rest is a good idea.
it
How about we
would be.
close up this door here, the magic door, and then we could just chill out in here.
there you go. Wise idea.
Hey Marge, I think we're gonna save your peeps pretty soon here.
All right.
She was napping during
Did
the
you
fight,
like
I think.
did you like that feast? That was pretty good food, I imagine.
Yeah, Marge, what did you think?
It was alright.
Uh,
I've had better.
Wait, sounds like we gotta have Marge do the next one.
I think I have better is a huge compliment where she comes from.
it's cultural.
2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Okay.
Okay, so short rest.
Oh, finally! Okay.
There is that very comfortable bed over there.
All right. Didn't
No,
something weird
Nope.
happen though?
I forgot that.
Something
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was like
weird.
eternal slumber.
Somebody touched it, right?
Fucking
Did, like
Rain laid
Rain
down on
touch
it,
it,
and
and then we
we
had to
like
wake him
lost
up.
him.
Right.
and I think I was able to do dispel magic, and it helped.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, just not on the bed. God, who
So
has a bed like that? Is this a trap? Is this some kind of trap room or what the hell? A bed that puts you to sleep forever.
I mean, what's the
for the
original
short
function of a
rest,
bed?
Heard stories about such a thing. Fairy
Do we-
tales, if you will.
Right? Right.
Those fairy
That'd be funny if a
tales.
fairy tale happened to a fairy. That'd be funny. Funny
I
fairy
mean,
tale.
I thought that was where the word fairy came from. Like, it's a fairy tale because there are fairies in it, right?
Oh. Uh-huh.
Okay,
Does
let's
that
see if
mean that
audio's working.
nightmares have to have black horses in them that are females?
I am not hearing it. Damn it.
Nevar considers this for a long second.
I think Blurp
I
broke.
don't know. When I have a nightmare, I'll let you know.
You know, I'm just trying to understand common. It's really
You know what? Let me see
strange
if I can fix it
idioms.
real quick.
Origins of the
Sweet
word
dreams,
nightmare.
everybody. You're doing a great job.
See if I can do a quick fix. I'm gonna go here. Because what could have happened is Blurp might have gotten disconnected at some point. Mention
Let's see here.
Blurp.
Nice.
there you go.
Okay. Boom.
You said it only
So-
recovered 9 for you. You got a 6 and an 8.
Well, because it only puts you back up to max. My max is really
Oh, that
low.
maxed you out. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix
The
it.
warlock's magical path is a little bit funky. It's like not until
Check.
level 11
Blurp, 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 blurp.
do I
Blurp.
get more than 2 spell slots. It's kind of like, all right, but I guess they come back with a
Blurp.
short rest, so that's kind of the
Blurp.
trade-off. But
Oh, right.
it's like that's it. Like you have
Only get
That is kinda
13,
weird.
you know, 13
11?
spells, but you can only cast 2. Like, all right, they better make them
No,
count.
no. Don't
and
sue.
have a
Don't
nice
sue.
sword
We'll
or
fix it.
whatever.
Wow. Didn't realize.
It's fixable. Just gotta figure out what the
And you
wrong with
know,
it.
the Dark Queen of Evil and Air or whatever, she's got my back, so that's pretty sweet too.
I haven't added it to this one.
No, it's true. It's all perfectly balanced,
Oh,
whether we
did
know
I
it or
not? Hold on.
not.
Hold on.
We will bring balance to the force.
What's that?
Hmm.
I've added the reference, so let's see if that works.
Okay, did we live through our short rest?
No.
Nope, the ceiling falls. You're all dead.
No. The
Rocks
bed
fall.
attacked us.
Rocks fall. Everybody dies.
Ah,
Uh-oh.
gosh.
The
least we
floor
went
turns
in
into
our
lava.
sleep.
You were all sleeping on lava.
Ooh, I like that
The
idea. Hold
floor
on.
is
You
lava.
guys didn't do a check. Nobody did a perception check, so you all burned to death. Oh, okay.
We didn't do a lava floor check.
That's
There we
fair.
go. I fixed blurp. Okay, let me play the blurps that you already did, so your
This
Oh,
points
place
we
aren't.
took
is
a nap. You remember
crazy.
when we were walking through it was in the Feywilds somewhere before we got into to Dale, and we had
Blurb is
stepped in like
working. I fixed
the
it.
quicksand
No need
sort
to
of
sue.
mud.
No. See, it's
Anyone
working.
that didn't have boots on.
Right.
Oh, right.
Just think if we're like, all right, well, time for sleep. We just take our boots off, and all of a sudden we just melt into the floor.
Everybody do savings check. Only 2 of you made it. Okay.
Ugh.
Can't revive your allies because they're in lava.
Lava. They actually have a stat for how much damage lava does.
All right.
Hopefully
So
we get
you
there.
guys got your feast in. You got some rest in. What now?
Oh, power nap. Man, this place is crazy. And isn't it wacky that it's like exactly has to do with Marn? Do you think this is like destiny or fate or something, you guys? I mean, what the hell? Should we check out this room? Look at all the books on the shelves and stuff. Maybe we could learn something about our enemy.
What kind of
Maybe
books do you
we
see?
should go.
We could do that, Gozek, or Cha. However, I will also say that didn't
You
Rain
get a
say
realist ooh.
they were scratching at another door?
Oh, right. That could be.
That's why you brought him
over
to
here.
us.
There you
They
go.
were
Yeah.
There's your
transported to
ooh.
somewhere else.
Exactly. So I
Gosh,
think that there might
I
be
guess we
someone else
should
in here.
accomplish our mission. Okay,
Okay.
maybe we could check this place out
Let's
later.
check
It
There you
just
go.
seems like there's so much going on here that has to do with our journey.
But yeah, I'm very concerned about the evil asshole guy who seems to have a weird thing with Zed.
God, Zed, what the hell? Why is that guy all about you?
Is it that Zed's secretly dead, just hasn't figured it out yet?
It's your dad?
I said dead.
Oh.
I mean,
Chalk
this is a place
Chalk
dedicated
kicks
to the
that
undead.
statue. Chalk
Yeah, I
kicks
was
the
gonna say.
statue of Marn on the way past it.
Zed's not even gonna look at the statue, but he's just gonna firebolt it as we're walking out.
Nice. Dude, this room, just to confirm, is fucked up. I don't know what's going on in here.
All
Like-
fucked up.
Experiments, it seems like.
Considering that
That's where
this
there were
door-
like shadows burned on the walls and stuff.
That's really
portends
creepy.
evil.
All right, let's go in here.
Oh, by the way, there's a door
It's
up
over
there that looked like it had a serious, crazy trap on it that I didn't want to fuck with. So maybe you guys can look at it later.
Are those open flames? Out of curiosity.
Yes, they are.
Oh, this is so deeply cursed. Nivara is immediately going to do like a quick perception check around the room because what do you mean
Alright.
that there's open fire in a room where people shouldn't be?
Yep, that little braziers.
Oh no!
Thingies with fire in them.
I want to talk to whoever does the flooring in this place. It is cracking.
I mean, there was a kraken in the other room, technically, kind of, sort of. Give me a sec. So you are going into this room. I have journal notes on my map I gotta refer to. Okay. That is room 6.
Yavara, let us know if there's anything we should avoid.
Room
I think what should be avoided is
6.
simply relying on one-set eyes. It's never a good idea.
No, you got a point. You got a point
And
there.
she's
six,
like
room
grabbing
six, room
something
six,
out of
room
her
six.
eyes,
Okay.
and she's like, ah.
Alright.
God, that room had so much dust in it.
So in this room, like once you walked in, sorry, I had to find my my room count. So this one, well, the rat's already moved out of there, so I don't need that part of the description. Here we are. So in this room, basically, when you walked in, actually before you walked in, you saw the dancing flames that seem to just burn endlessly. There doesn't seem like there's anything in the little, like the bowl. I always mix up brazier, fucking word. The thing with the stuff in it.
Brazier.
Where it's
Brazier.
burning. Yeah.
The burning pit.
Brazier.
I always mix up
He's a-
brazier and
he's a firefly.
brazier. Braj. It's one of those words.
Brazier and brazier, quite
titillating.
different.
I know.
Oh no.
He's
But
a
anyway.
braising brazier.
Anywho, so in this room, you'd notice that there, kind of like before, there were maybe some tapestries at some point that have long since turned to piles of dust and decay. There's just countless scratches. Countless like scratches along the walls, like little claw markings, like maybe, very small rodents to very large rodents. You would also notice that there is some skeletal remains, but there's still maybe a little bit of flesh left on them. But there is a
Ooh.
dried pool of blood under it, as if to say perhaps someone met their unfortunate end somewhat recently, and all of the flesh on their bodies had been chewed off. And you can even see like little bite marks in the bones, and the body itself looks like it's almost been torn apart piece by piece, but probably just a function of that many small creatures trying to get their fill. Let's see here. Yeah, it's been picked clean. So, you already dealt with that. Yeah. You already.
Do we notice
Yeah.
any of the footprints that we were kind of following in the dust and whatnot?
Give me a
Coming
survival
into
check.
here? The ones that that Marge was tracking before.
Yep, give me a survival, because that is for tracking.
Survival. Okay.
Let me move Marge up there.
8.
I gotta move both these tokens. There we go. I'll say with advantage, because even though, Marge isn't really here, we could just kind of say inactive, but assisting, because this is something Marge would do.
Right. Okay. Survival. 14.
There are indeed tracks in here. Several of them. The dust has been disturbed in many manners of speaking. It kind of seems like most of them are going from, let's see, with a 14 from the door down here,
Ah.
and they're kind of heading
going
up
that
towards you, like up here. Maybe a couple of them probably went that way. Maybe went to the hallway.
Huh. Hey, you guys, look. It looks like our smokes might be around here somewhere.
The fresh body sort of gave that hint, yes.
Right.
And the other tidbit of description, that the pillars again, these pillars just seem nondescript though. And what seems to be maybe some kind of there's some statues down here. They both seem to be of humanoid armor types. And what seems to be just like an odd coloration in the floor, basically where you're standing.
Hmm. Odd discoloration in the floor?
Yep,
Doesn't
there's
look
like
like blood.
red and gold.
Huh. Like right in front of this altar-y thing?
Yep. Basically where that is, because it's not really an altar there. It's colorful discolors. And Neovarus 12 perception, yeah.
Hey, Zed, Kozik, you guys want to come check this out with me? Maybe there's something arcane going on in here, like that other weird room with the sucky arcane thingy.
Yeah, I guess I just sort of assumed that was true. And I step over this corpse, what used to be living creature, and Ugh, consumed by a mindless horde. What a fate
know.
could be ours.
Yeah. Jumping out of an airplane without your parachute opening, that's the way to go.
Right, one of those airships that we talk about.
Zoom in.
Getting caught in the gears of a combine. That's the
Yeah.
way I want to go.
But yeah,
Having your
with
balls
your
bit off by a Laplander. Yeah.
Yay, you got it.
Yeah.
but yeah, with your survival, there's
Naked
footprints
gun.
that lead to all of these doors. And with Zed, so Zed, what were you looking for?
Well, I did the perception check. Like, I was gonna look at the pillars and stuff, but it was kind of like as you were saying it. I just wanted to check to see if they were, possibly enchanted like the other rooms. But I guess generally anything that might stand out as far as a clue, maybe something is this a chest at the top of the room here?
Nope. Discoloration in the floor. As if to say maybe
Oh,
something
understood.
painted there or some other interesting pattern. But with a 14, that door over there seems a lot nicer than these other ones. Maybe even sturdier. It looks like it's made of the same material, but little masked.
Something about this door over here. More drawn to this one than any of the others, I'd say. Is I don't know. You want me to try and wiggle it open?
I need to see what that measurement is.
Sure.
Yeah, give it a try.
All right.
Hey,
We'll try to
Kozik,
get
you want to
it
see if
open.
there's anything magic
Or do
about
it.
this discoloration with me?
Oh, that's weird.
Sure.
then,
If I channel my energy, I think we can figure it out.
Oh, that's weird.
Awesome. Go for it, Zed.
That's weird.
Hey, it's locked, so I'm gonna have to grab a thieves' tools if you wanna give a look at that over there.
Okie dokie. I don't know if it's something magical or not. Let's give this a try.
That's it. Okay.
Nice.
Ambient sound
Dirty
is working.
20
Good.
on the discoloration for an Arcana check.
So you. Sorry, Belch. Ooh. So, with your detect magic, it is within 30 feet. Let's measure that.
Here, right on Mr. Chaw seems good, right?
Yeah, it's almost like the whole room, pretty much.
Yeah. Let's just go blow.
So, you would detect that these two statues have magical auras. You would detect, let's see, that's 30 feet, that's 30 feet. You would detect all of these crazy thingies have faint glows to them. And you would detect 25. You would definitely detect something on that door that Zed's standing next to.
Oh. Does it and well okay and does Cha determine anything from him beyond that from his check?
Specifically
That's
about that discoloration.
discoloration. There's no
Or-
magical aura there.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Thatcher, that
It's mechanical.
door seems to be charged with some sort of magic.
Oh, all right.
Oh, that
Be
was
careful,
Kozik?
buddy. There was one up north that that had some serious magic attached to it too.
Oh, I mismeasured.
Deadly.
Oops. I'll say you still detect the stuff on the statues if you just take a 5 feet.
Oh yeah, I thought it was fine. I just placed
I was
it
measuring
wherever
from
the
Cha for some
is that-
reason.
Ah,
I mean, it's
Yeah,
close
that's what I
enough.
meant. Yeah.
I'll just
Is it
This seems like a very
glass?
magic-rich environment. I mean, not that I'm surprised by that, but
God, this guy that's got your number said he sure does have some magical prowess.
Oh, oh yeah. Oh, he shows up literally wherever we are somehow.
Son of a bitch.
So
Still
you
don't even know why, right?
think I should? Oh well, I do. I don't know why, but what he said when Kozik and
don't
I
mind
had
this.
gotten grabbed by the roots and stuff.
Said you took
Apparently,
something.
I stole something from him. I I don't. I've got thieves' tools. I don't really consider myself a thief though. And typically, anything that I take in that regard, I would remember. Um, and I fucking hate bringing it up, but he's obviously stolen something from us as well. So
I felt his
Strange.
malevolence that time.
you 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 feel like I should try and jiggle the lock on this door, or should I leave it alone?
There's
Uh,
some magic on there.
can Niavara check it for traps?
Niavara certainly could try.
Magical
Uh,
or otherwise?
let's go. Niavara is going to do a quick investigation. Actually, perception.
well, it'd probably be investigation. Like perception is more like because I kind of
General
think of it as
glance
like you're
over.
just kind of looking around, and investigation is a little more in depth.
Oh no.
With a natural
Uh,
one, that
uh,
door is trapped as shit. If you touch it, you're gonna explode and die. And everything ever is gonna happen to you. The worst thing, it's almost so
Or
dangerous
it's gonna
that
turn into lava.
like you don't even want
I
to
need a
touch it.
second. I need a second opinion on this. I don't trust it.
Zed, can't
However,
you open it from a distance? Can you try
I
that?
could
We can
I
all
could use
back
the
up.
mage hand.
Yeah, let's all back up. We give it a shot.
Right,
If you
fuck it.
want
Let's do it
to.
the other side of the room.
Kozik Niavarik over here, just in case.
Ryan. There we go.
All right, so I'll use mage hand.
Oh, it still
And
wants to something.
Hmm?
No, I'm sorry, I was murmuring to myself. It still wants to plant a thing for me here. To move.
Oh, nice.
With a 19, well, it's 30 feet away. I was gonna say maybe you hear a clicking sound, but you're literally 30 feet away. It'd be really hard to hear a clicking sound from 30 feet away.
yeah,
You hear nothing.
I feel like I would know if the mage hand got it unlocked, or if not, I would basically for flavor. The mage hand, I'm gonna send the mage hand with the task of trying to unlock and open the door. So it's gonna attempt to unlock it and then grab the handle and open it. If that's doable.
I don't know. Is it?
Oh, right, door's open.
Hey, sweet. Kozik, is there still some kind of weird aura around that spot where the door was?
Do I perceive that?
Yeah, there's still an aura there.
Uh-oh.
maybe send the hand through the door to see if anything happens.
I go get a bit closer, but
It doesn't
there's
dispel it.
also what seems to lead to another door back here.
So it's still technically there, it just won't trigger, to my understanding. How I had that.
I'm
Let's
probably
throw something
gonna
through. Let's throw
try the
something
same
through there
thing.
or something.
Yeah, I'll send the mage hand. Basically, I'll send the mage hand through this doorway to the other door, see if it'll open.
it crosses that green threshold. So your mage hand. Hold on. Damn it. Wait, tag. Let me ping this. Ping. I hate this thing. It doesn't let me ping sometimes.
When you guys get a chance, check out that Leslie Nielsen in Star Wars video. It is classic.
Is it?
If you're ever
Jeez,
into
finally.
Naked Gun.
So once your mage hand gets to that point, it stops. And then let's see, it's invisible, but I guess technically you can see it because it's your spell. Let me see here.
It also doesn't have to be invisible.
You
Yeah,
can make the
so-
spectral hand invisible. So it's
Yeah.
not.
So the hand floats through, and once it gets to that point, it stops. And I need you to roll me a D100.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
94. So it stops, and sorry, I have so many notepads open right now. Let me consolidate.
Your
So-
copious notes are appreciated.
This is room. If the thing that they're dealing with is from room 4. Okay, gotta go to room 4. All right. Holy crap! So many notes. Okay, so roll dice. Okay, so a 94. It continues forward, unabated, unaffected by anything. It just kind of stopped, like, like a hand pushing through a wall of jello, or it having some kind of resistance. But you wouldn't have that sensory effect. Almost like maybe time slowed down a little bit and it kind of moved slower than you thought it would.
So I would be aware of that, just not know what it was.
Correct.
All right, so Zed will kind of furl his brow a little bit. Like, that was odd. But will not really mention anything, and then try and should be in range of this other door. Yeah, try and open the other door if I can. And if not, then try and pick it again.
Yep, you probably have to pick it because it just kind of jiggles.
All right.
Do the footprints go that way at all?
Some did.
Some did.
Lucky on these lockpicking rolls.
Yeah. Boom.
That's unlocked.
It's not luck. You're
Or maybe-
experienced.
Or maybe not, depending on what's behind this door.
No, it is. 'Cause that
Oh,
one's
I'm
supposed
sure
to be
it can't
locked.
be bad.
This one has to be locked.
Yeah,
So
this is a
small little
friendly
tunnel.
place. This is like
What's-
Chuck E. Cheese. This place.
It's just a big old bounce house, right?
Yeah.
There's a small little hallway here past this door. I don't really know. It's hard to explain. When I sent the mage hand through, it was almost like it stopped for a sec. I didn't tell it to do that, but it kept going and opened this other door here. And well, unsurprising to all of you, I just see more very well laid out tile floor.
Their tile person was an artisanal
Impeccable.
genius,
My God.
right? I mean, gosh, you can't find craftsmanship like this anymore,
Wonder what his contract rates are.
right? Okay,
Well,
so
knowing
you're saying
more,
there's still
we do my
magic
floors or
there.
you die.
Oh
Yep,
yeah,
there's
good
something
point, huh?
like Kozik said. There's something weird about this doorway here, but there's definitely
I'll
what
have it be
seems to
one
be a
roll.
large expanse on the other side of the next door.
Cha's gonna grab a bone, like from the skeleton from the body that we saw picked clean, and just kind of tear it off, and then stand back and throw it through the door. See what happens. Whoosh!
Absolutely nothing as the bone clings to the clanks to the ground and rolls, and there's an
Huh.
eerie silence.
All right, well, it's got to be one of us, I guess.
Let's see if it's anybody
We could
magically
check the other
inclined.
doors first and see if maybe our smokes are here.
Hey, possibly, for just looking around, this, there's something about this door. It might not be the one that the smokes are behind, but this one's just, is different than all the other ones in this room here.
Okie dokie.
Might be worth checking, though.
You want to send your hand over to these other ones on the north face and just crack them open and see if anything terrible comes out to eat us?
By the way, Kozik, on the very itty bitty tippy edge of your detect magic,
Mm-hmm.
there's something on the edge there. There's definitely an aura there.
Now, the one thing it does say in the text is, and maybe there is no affiliation, but it does talk about what school of magic it might be. Does that register
learn
at
it.
all?
Every single one of them in fluctuation in some way, shape, or form. At one point, it's ambient necromancy, and then in the blink of an eye, it's like abjuration, and then it switches to like conjuration. It's all of them and not a single one at the same time. Almost like somebody took 3 different colors of paint and just kind of splattered them on the floor and just started mixing them. And continuously mixes them right in front of your eyes.
Friends, in that corridor, I am detecting a really potent and kind of an artistic sort of magic presence. I don't know. It could be
Evocation
dangerous.
on the door.
I kind of moved out.
Oh,
There.
hey, Niavara, that weird rod that we found for you. You want to see if it, because it sounds something like what was going on in that room where we found it. Maybe it will have an effect here on this strange force over here.
In the interim, let's see.
In her brain, Niavara's going like, "What weird rod?"
Oh, remember that weird rod that we gave you? We found it in that box, and then there was like the tentacle monster, and then
I'm not seeing it in my uh inventory though. That's what I'm saying.
oh, yeah, I guess we just told you what it did. So basically, it's a rod. It was on that altar in that room with the
clear
tentacle
this.
monster and the weird magic siphon. And then it had something written in the altar. It said the key to the mind opens a door to madness. And then the rod we found inside of that, it would shield the user and anyone within 15 feet from magic anomalies. It was activated by a spell slot, and the spell slot that you use determines its power. And there was no attunement necessary to the rod. I don't know if it's in the compendium or what.
It's not. But somebody has it.
Yeah, we gave it to Niavara.
I don't see it in my inventory. I don't actually think Niavara has it.
I don't have it. I know that.
I
Is
thought
it
we
in
talked
Rain's?
about it.
I know we talked about it, but I'm more just like, it's definitely not in my inventory.
Let's see.
I don't think it's existed as a physical item yet. It was just talked about.
Yeah, I think it would have been something that you would have had to add manually.
Yeah.
I see.
Anyway, somebody can crack it open.
Well,
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
we think that we should use it to go down this corridor.
Maybe just have it out and we can all huddle together, because the way Kozik is describing it, it sounded kind of like what was going on in that room. Lots of weird,
How
shifty magic type stuff.
does
And
she
maybe
have
it
so
will stop
much?
that, you know?
Hmm.
So
I'm
we just
definitely
need to stay within 15
119
feet
pounds. How?
of Niavara, wherever we go.
17.
should I use a second level spell or a first level spell slot for that?
A chest.
Would Kozik know, like, if there was a particular level of magic that this stuff was emanating? Would that be part of his detect magic at all to identify what spell slot would be best to use?
Nope.
Okay.
What about a crackerjack Arcana check from Kozik? Would that tell us anything?
That depends on what the roll is.
All right, I'm gonna give it a try. Let me see if I can sense something here.
Also,
I kind of hold my hands out and close my eyes and really focus and concentrate. Ah,
I love when a
uh,
natural 20 intention turns into a natural 1.
I don't think I
yeah.
can sense anything, guys. I just know
I
that there's strange shifting uh sort of swirling kind of magic is happening. I don't I but maybe
I
it's
mean,
safe.
yeah, with a nat 1, I mean, it's just magic that's shifting and swirling. It's not like anything bad could happen or anything.
I
Like
mean,
you're
we're kind of
confident your mistress
creatures.
will protect you, right?
I mean, we're kind of all lords of magic here, aren't we? I don't
Okay,
know.
remember rule number 3? Don't let Kozik have delusions of grandeur. No,
Huh.
forget the rules, you guys. You know
Maybe
what? If that's how you feel, go for it, Kozik. You're invincible.
just before I enter the corridor, is this an actual like a thing, like a chest up here to be opened that we left behind, or is that just
Nope.
part of the furniture?
That's just discoloration on the floor.
Oh, okay, that's what that is. Okay. Oh, disgusting. Okay, I'm
The
gonna.
tile work isn't that good, I guess.
It's so gauche. Okay, I'm gonna take one step inside. Okay, seems all right so far.
Go ahead, Niavara, so he stays within range of your rod.
So we're using the
I don't
first or
know about
second level
spell
spell?
slot. Yeah, it's your choice, I guess.
I mean, we have to move forward. What if I? Okay, what if I attempt to
15.
do? I don't know if I'm strong enough to do it, but maybe I can attempt to dispel this magic. Can I give it a go?
You can always try.
All right, I'm
Here,
ready.
let's let her use her rod. I think it'll accomplish what you're trying to do.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's basically like it will protect us from any magical anomalies. At least that was what the impression we got when we checked it out.
Well, then I'll take one more step forward. Ah,
Just stay within
5,
15
10,
feet of
15.
Nivara.
all right, do I perceive anything?
A hallway and a room that opens up in front of you with very lovely tile work.
Oh, it looks so inviting. I'll take one more
Okay.
step forward.
Let's see, and with your vision, some pillars. Let's see, your vision goes
Um,
out to here. So you would see. Yep. So you would see what looks like a very nice, unassuming, and oddly placed, cushy looking chair against the wall, flanked by two menacing statues of suits of armor.
It looks like it could be a throne room. Let me take one more step forward. Ugh.
5, 10.
Hey, I don't see anybody in there. And I'm gonna take one more step forward.
Like watching them move one at a time.
We're in another room.
They're so very astute in this house.
God, man, who can afford to build something like this? You have a trust fund?
It's very old,
mean-
it seems, even for the Feywild.
So Niavara, you holding this like rod out in front of you, like at your side? Like
She's
where you holding
the
it?
rod, sort of like a dagger. She doesn't
Nice.
carry staves.
Yeah, nice.
right.
Well, I don't know if it did anything, but it seems like we didn't get turned into magical toads or anything, so that's
We're
good.
not. Yes. Can I use I think I can use detect magic again in here.
Well, it's still active because it has a timer.
Oh, okay, it just sort of follows.
Right.
Does it follow me then?
Yep,
Oh, okay.
because it lasts for 10 minutes.
Excellent.
However, with that, with your detect magic, so you remember that situation you had before where you used detect magic and it was just kind of like blinding?
I got a little feedback effect, yeah.
It's like that in here again. Not debilitating yet, but you know, it's kind of like you were browsing, you were browsing in dark mode and then out of nowhere it turned on light mode kind of thing.
Right.
Gosh, who has this much magical power?
Uh,
And it seems to get brighter and brighter. Yeah, because you can't really see a certain distance. It just seems to get brighter and brighter as you get deeper into this room.
there's some sort of massive magical field that's it's affecting my ability to perceive what's going on in here. And I guess I'll cancel the detect magic then.
And then it's like going from light mode to dark mode again.
Oh, wow. I kind of
But
hold my temples. Ugh.
but
Yes, there's
just as you
definitely
were
a magic field. Go
yeah,
ahead.
and just as you were canceling that, you kind of realize some of that the stuff that's around you that you're detecting is how would I word it? The rod that Niavara has seems a little bit brighter. And then you cancel the effect. 30 feet.
The rod seemed brighter.
I think Niavara's artifact is definitely having an effect.
Oh, excellent.
Good or bad is the question.
Yeah, right.
Definitely good. It's counteracting things that are trying to assault us,
Checking my sound.
or effects that are trying to affect us.
Okay,
Wow.
they're
Cha
not in range
aims
yet.
his arcane bow of hand crossbow at the throne and just fires at it.
Let's see here. Your first instinct is to shoot something. Got it.
Sounds right.
It tracks. As soon as Kozik said something was trying to assault us, Cha just went for the throne.
So the bolt itself, this is magical in its construction. As soon as it flies a certain distance, the bolt just it splits into 2 bolts, and then 4 bolts,
Ooh.
and then 8 bolts, and then 32 bolts,
Whoa.
and then 80 bolts, and then they cling against the wall and just kind of hit the ground, bounce, and disappear.
What the fuck? Did you guys see that?
I
I
did.
did.
Nivar is going to try and attempt to have a song here, have a think. More intelligent among us.
Be careful
And-
about attacking
Yeah.
using magic. Here.
Arcana, what are you trying to figure out with that Arcana?
She's trying to figure out what the fuck that effect was. Like, she's familiar with duplication, you might say.
Yeah, right.
So I'll say
That's
with a
still very
19,
strange.
that seems to be some kind of effect of some kind of arcane anomaly, knowing the bolt itself is magical, and the bolt itself flying outside of, your effective protection range. Something something very chaotic must have happened there. And with a 19, you also feel like potentially the range of the rod that you're holding may have somehow been extended a bit.
Hmm.
Extended by like when
The
did that
range.
happen? After the bow was shot?
No, just through the Arcana.
Oh, gotcha.
Is there some sort of magical amplification happening here?
I would say that there's definitely some variety of arcane anomaly in here. Oh, didn't you say that everything got really, really bright all of a sudden, Jose?
That's right.
If it was intensifying the effect of like your detect magic, right? It could be
Mhm.
that it was suddenly intensifying the effect of it, doubling it, if you will.
Oh.
It
So
certainly
this
made
place is
everything
like an
hard to see.
amplifier.
And
This whole room is a magical amplifier.
And basically, anybody who has any level of magical capabilities, it's all. So imagine being in like a room where lightning's about to strike, but not like it's gonna hit you, but just you can feel that charge in the air, and it kind of maybe makes some of your hair stand up a little bit. You know, like a static, staticky hair standing. Just kind of that ambient feel.
Shaw's hair looks great, just like Tina Turner when that is his hair standing up. It is great. Dude. I mean, imagine if you cast like a healing spell in here at like a whole group of people, you could like heal everybody with like a simple spell or something, right?
And
Like
with,
imagine the
I
If
was gonna
only we
say,
had
imagine
a
the
cleric.
possibilities.
I was gonna say, with your Arcana, you would know that the effects, yeah, with what you've heard, what you've experienced, what you have available to you, and the information that you have, there is no guaranteed property of what can happen within this
Chaos.
particular chaotic zone.
God, it could go really bad though. Could turn people into a bunch of goats.
But that's
You're
something
trying to
Niavara
heal them.
knows. That varies on if she tells you that.
Oh,
Leora
gotcha.
would share that with the class, mostly because she understands that there's a wizard on the team. Leora is many things. Wizard she is not.
So, what about our foe? If that
Also,
was his seat,
Zed, can you roll me a
he
D100
was
real
in
quick?
here.
Yeah, continue. Need him to do something.
It's in this room. Maybe that's how he was able to reach Zed
Do a
and
what? Sorry.
grab you guys.
D100.
That's a good theory.
He could just grab, the cute little
Oh, he did
dragon out
94 before. Oh
out of
shit!
thin air. Alter reality around Zed. Maybe it's this room.
He doesn't seem to be here now.
but
I
he
was
wasn't in
hoping
the
that
area.
my shot at the chair would actually
Still,
hit him like he was
94. That
invisible or something, but
and a 23. Oh, okay.
That's a good call.
1 and
I
1.
guess he's just not here.
I mean, it is a nice looking chair though.
But we are.
I admire the tenacity, Chaw.
And pretty much this room is
Yeah.
also very nondescript, I think. My note.
What if we could disable it? Maybe it could keep him from being able to screw a Zed so much.
Not that room.
Do I dare
Not
sit in
that
this
one.
chair?
I will say that there
Oh
is a
my
door
Not
over
that
there
one.
as well.
Oh, there's a door.
Oh. For God's sake, Kozik, you saw what the bed did to Rain.
5.
What do you think that chair could do to somebody? Maybe
Does
it could
seem
turn you into a
risky.
god, though.
Well, let's see what else this
Room 6.
Chamber of Secrets has to offer.
It's room 4.
Chamber of Secrets. That's a catchy name.
I believe
Okay.
it was a dwarven a dwarven periodical.
Check that out sometime. Zed, are you okay, buddy? We're getting close to this sucker who's messing with your life. Can't
Oh, there's
believe
the
it. He's
door.
just here.
So, yeah, there's a door there. I'm sure
Look,
you
there's a
guys
door.
should be hearing something by now.
Oh, let's see.
Or are you? Maybe that's just a function of what's going on in here. Anywho,
So should we try for the door? Should we keep looking around in here?
so as everybody's sort
think
of
if
looking at
if
this
there's a
door and questioning it, this door looks very boring and unassuming. The most boring and unassuming door you have ever seen in your entire life. So unassuming. It's so unassuming. It's bland. It's wood. It's so unassuming. Totally.
Its humility is something to be noted and admired. In a place with so much gaudy tile work, to see such a humble, nondescript door is rather, moving to my
You know,
spirit.
a boring door is exactly the type of thing that Neovar would be extremely interested in and immediately try. It's locked though.
It's a
It's
very
like, listen. The thing is about rich people is that you don't actually put this nice stuff into the nice container. You put the nice stuff into the plain container because then thieves are less likely to take it. Therefore, you actually want to look at the boring containers first.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And the door does seem locked, so Niavara is going to attempt to use her thieves' tools.
Go sit in the throne. Let's see what happens.
Ha ha ha! You jest.
Maybe you'll gain infinite control of those 2 suits of armor if you sit down there.
What
Maybe
makes
they'll
you think
attack.
that?
with a 12. This door is very much still locked and very unassuming and boring and lame.
And
I bet
try
that
opening
boring
it.
door would open if we sit in the throne.
Well,
Ugh.
Yep, it is. Even you know what? Even after
We're
that
so
attempt,
boring and unassuming.
it seems even more boring and unassuming. Like now that you've messed with it a little bit, it's just like, what? Ugh. Why am I even trying?
Can I roll to
this
see if there's
door.
anything, if I hear anything on the other side?
Do you have your in-game audio on?
Yes, but I'm also playing music in the background.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything when I turned my music off either.
Yeah, my audio should be on, but I'm not hearing
Ambient
anything come
not
through.
playing.
Do we have to get right next to it for it to work? Oh, sure enough. Wow, that's so cool. You gotta walk right up to it to hear it. Wow, you guys, check it out. This unassuming, boring ass door has an interesting sound on the other side.
I made that
And we
audio myself.
absolutely must get in.
I have an idea. I'll go sit in the throne and it'll probably open the unassuming door. Right?
again,
Nivor,
I don't know what makes you think that, but
if you want to sit on some dead man's throne, go right ahead, Shaw.
God, I don't know why, but I really want to. Not usually like me.
In the absence of rain, someone has to cause some trouble.
Maybe he was a counterbalance to my own chaos by being so much more chaotic than me. You know what? I'm gonna go sit in it. I love y'all if I die. Char goes and sits in the throne.
oh
Sitting
no.
in his throne, it's a nice throne, but it just feels very boring and unassuming.
Chal sits there and he does one of those like leaning over thinking about really important kingdom matters with his knuckles on his cheek.
However, feel free to roll me a D100.
Oh, sure. It's like, oh man, this is what it's like to just be in super charge of everything. Your realm and stuff, I guess.
36. Okay, it's not that bad. On a roll of 36. Gotta refer to my... Anywho, continue. It's a nice cushy chair, but you kind of feel over it after like a few seconds. It's like, well, it's a chair.
Gosh, I really expected more out of it. Did it open the door at least?
It
Oh,
did
I
not.
tried.
Shall we attempt to force the door open?
Hey, good
I was going to
idea.
suggest it.
Good idea here.
Someone smarter than me, see if there's a mechanism that Zedrin and I have missed in our lock picking attempts.
Aha.
There are
Lord
all these
Nobleman.
braziers. There are braziers. There's those statues over there. There are those
I just looked at Lord
chandeliers.
Nobleman's intelligence score. Zedrin. Telling me that we have yeah, okay, Zedrin. You're the smart one of the party.
I like how you're just looking through our stats.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Hey, everybody has
I
different
popped
kinds of
open your...
intelligences,
Yes.
right? No.
And
Unwise.
Kozix is not book
You're
smart.
really, really good with Eldritch Blasts, Kozik.
Unwise.
And
Also seeming like you're definitely the leader of wherever you are. You're really good at that.
So what are you looking
Zed's
for?
going to kind of just like anything to be able to, any mechanisms to open the door or anything.
Let's
Oh,
see.
Cha will help him with that if you want to do that with advantage. Cha will look around for anything like that in the room.
And Cha, roll me a D100.
Got it.
Zed, you can roll again. Oof.
Ooh.
All right. First things first. Cha. Hold on, I need to take a look, see at some stuff here. So he has a magical crossbow, ring of protection, hat of disguise. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he has
So you guys, I was thinking when we go back to the
spells.
the city
6,
and we see Sarah again, that
7,
I'll turn
8.
into the satyr that I got turned into in that cave. Remember? Like I could make myself look like it. Maybe she'll like it.
Hey, Cha, roll me a D8.
Got it.
Sure, Zed. Sure.
2. Gotta go down his
Sure,
list of
Cha.
things.
Sure.
And crossbow, ring of protection.
Hey, that's an idea too, Zed. You could make yourself look like a little fairy, like Tiffany.
Don't bring Zed into this.
Okay,
Come on.
okay. So that was to determine what.
I'm
So
sorry, I
now I
really like
need
role play. That's all.
to determine.
Come on.
Now I just need to determine effect. Cha, roll me a D. Let's see
Oh
here.
shit.
You know what? It'll just be easier. D4 and 3 or 4 good, 1 or 2 bad. Okie
Oh
dokie.
no. Okay.
So you've been wearing that ring, right? That nice little ring of protection. Yeah, you remember that one?
Correct. Ew.
It feels real tight on your finger.
Oh. Ow. What is happening?
It almost feels like teeth slowly sinking into your skin.
Hey. Dude, you guys, this ring, it's tightening on my finger. Ow. Cha's
That's
gonna
a little
take one of
cursed.
his chopsticks and he's gonna stick it in there to try to stop it a little bit. One of his little metal chopsticks. Ow! What the hell? Stop it! Ay ay ay! This is hurting. Hey, can anybody dispel this, or something weird's happening?
And you can,
Well,
it
take the
feels
ring
like
off.
it's just slowly getting worse the longer this is on your finger.
So Cha's gonna like try to pry the ring off. He can if it hasn't tightened too much.
Give me an acrobatics or athletics. Try and get this off of you before it tightens too much.
Okay, acrobatics or athletics.
Yep, just you trying to pry it off or, wiggle.
Yeah. 12.
It's just barely enough, but I'm gonna say you end up taking 1 point of damage.
Hey.
As it's dug in your skin enough that when you like have to pry it off, it kind of it breaks the skin, and it like imagine trying to pull a ring off that was almost digging into your skin, so you kind of have to kind of wrench it free a little bit and kind of be a little, try not to do too much damage, but it's still it's like imagine just scraping your entire
Like pulling
finger.
a ring off a broken finger.
Yeah.
Oh. It's like licking around it and kind of working it off and licking again and ay 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 ay.
And Zed, with your natural 20 investigation, first off, those statues, there is something off about them. Something ain't right. Be it Well, you know what? With a nat 20, yeah. So with a nat 20, I'll say your first instinct is something is off about them. Their arms seem a little, just slightly too long for their body. Their heads seem just a little too big for, the proportions just seem off by just a smidge, just a little bit, just weird. And with that nat 20, that lovely looking chair, you're pretty sure you spot like there's a tile under it that's just slightly elevated than the others, just slightly. And also with that nat 20, do 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 do. You know what? Give me a quick Arcana, but I'll do it with advantage.
Alrighty.
Because this is all like, you're kind of looking around and looking at things.
Wow.
Oh, okay. See, and you guys say that you
I
never get good
really
rolls.
wanna know.
Rock and roll. Yeah.
First and foremost, well, all right. So first and foremost, that door there, you're pretty sure it doesn't even exist. Illusion. Secondly, you're pretty sure that you kind of felt, at the moment you realized this, you felt a sort of tug in the back of your mind. Because, yeah, I mean, it's Arcana, so. And it was a very familiar voice. I mean, fuck it with the nat 20. All right, yeah, I'll go with this too. Hold on. Yep. So you can hear the familiar voice. Ah, let me out. Out.
Huh.
But it's very distant, very quiet. It is the voice of a particular little friend of yours that was whisked away.
Ah.
Can I hear the direction that it might be coming from? Does it sound like it's in this room, just in a different side of the room?
No, not in this room. In fact, you're pretty sure it didn't emanate from anywhere out here.
Was I just like hearing it in my head? Or did I actually Okay.
Because you look around and nobody else seems to be reacting to it.
Alright. No one heard that.
It's been locked away in
Chaw's
his
just
own
gotten his
mind.
ring off. He's like, "What? I heard what? You mean the thing
Yeah,
from behind the door?"
See, I heard Chaw going, hern, hern, hern. So he was trying to
No,
get that thing off.
I'm really being too noisy. I'm sorry, guys.
There's a lot of things he noticed. I mean, he got 2 fucking nat
Alright.
20s. He knows where fucking everything is.
So much just happened in my head here. I've got a feeling, Niavara, we picked enough locks. This door should be no problem. I personally, for whatever reason, I refuse to even believe that's real. Especially until we find something else of value in this room. And speaking of which, those 2 statues over there, there's just something off about him. Obviously, we've kind of run into some animated statues earlier, so I'd be suspicious at the least. And that little chair over there, I'm not going to call it a throne. That little chair looks like it might have there's either a tile that's maybe misplaced or possibly like a button underneath. Now, I'd be a bit inclined just to see what you all think. Maybe we try and scoop the chair out of the way and see what's under it. But again, really suspicious of those statues.
Why would this door be put here if there's nothing behind it?
Oh.
Well, it got our attention.
Niavara will attempt to disbelieve the illusion. Would that be a will save?
Yep.
Wisdom saving throw. Let's
Eh.
go.
Let's
Oh
know.
my-
Man. Is that 2 in a row? Jeez.
So that's 2 nat
2
20s and
nat
2 nat
20s in a
1s.
roll and 2 nat 1s in a row. Epic.
Balance
We
is
are having
restored.
such a great time, guys.
Yeah, you're pretty
Dude.
sure that door is. That's definitely a door. I mean, you tried to pick it, it wouldn't unlock, and you're pretty sure the only reason it didn't unlock was your own skill set.
Dude, screw this
Gee.
door. Chaw's gonna do a running jump kick at the door. See what happens.
Oh, he's gonna break.
Oh. He's
Right.
pretty pissed about his
Chaw's
ring coming
attacking
off.
thrones.
So that ring,
he's
did that
attacking
ring,
doors.
like, did it keep on, did it continue shrinking, or, like,
you-
what happened?
Yeah, so you got it off. So you
Got it
notice
off, yeah.
the inside of the metal band completely
Yeah.
enclosed. You're pretty sure you would have lost your
What?
finger.
Wow. What the fuck? Because of that stupid chair?
He stepped out of range.
It's the
Yeah.
Feywild. This is insane. Anything
Chaw holds it out. He's
could
like,
happen.
what? Can anything be done about this, or is it screwed?
I'm gonna attempt this just to see if it'll work, and it is up to Q.
Mending would not fix it because it's not technically broken.
All right.
Can physically repair
Chaw
magic conscience,
pockets
still
the
can't
ring.
restore magic to such
It does a
object.
flying jump kick at the wall.
Sure.
Sweet. $19.
You definitely hit that door. You've definitely hit that boring and unassuming door, which is a lot sturdier than you expected because it is still standing and there's not a single dent on it.
Dude, no way, you guys. I did
You
a
just-
flying jump kick
You
taught to me by great masters of the martial arts. There
You
should
just
at
got-
least be a crack.
yeah, you just got defeated by the most boring and unassuming door you've ever seen in your life.
All right. Has anyone got
Okay, I
any like
believe it.
dispel magic or something?
Well,
Screw
Chaw,
that door. Yeah.
after all that, do you think that it's really a door?
Todd walks up to it again. He can like hear that sound, and he's like touching it, and he's like, "Oh, why the hell is it here?"
But
He's just
Chaw, you
gonna,
can't
like,
give me
try
a
to
wisdom
put his-
save.
Okay, wisdom save. All
Hey, we should have
right.
Kozik check this out, right? He's very wise.
Hey, that's true, and he's our leader.
Wow, I cut quite a dashing figure in this room here. Okay.
Was that an ability check or a saving throw? That was a
Saving throw.
Okay,
Okay.
I didn't F with the door yet.
21.
So just right after you attacked the door and hit it and it didn't leave a scratch and you thought to your old masters and you just started to, like, that door really just humbled you, right? Like the most boring door you've ever met. It beat you. And you blink for a minute and you're just like, huh. All right. Well played, door. Well played. And at that point, for you, the door just whoosh disappears.
Oh, well, there you go. Yep, you guys are right. Look, it's totally gone now. Fucking
But just for
useless
you.
So
weird door. Guys,
What are you talking
Well-
about? There's a door right there.
what?
it's magic, is what we're saying. I still see it. I still think it's right there, but like Zedrin was saying that he doesn't think it's real. Now Chaw's thinking it's not real. Okay. On God.
Dude,
Tricks.
this fucking door, man. Screw this place.
I think if anything, Neovar of all people would appreciate trickery.
She
Yeah, right.
does. I do appreciate it, which is why I still am saying that obviously there's a door there, you imbeciles. However, I can also recognize that two things can be true at once.
Wow, this is a very
Well,
complex.
you try then. You try the
Hmm?
door. You see, let that door humble you. Humble
I'm
the rest
good.
of us.
I did let it humble me. It nearly broke my fucking lock tools.
Chaw's gonna stick his staff underneath the little chair and try to move that thing around that Zed was talking about. Gonna get on his belly and like use his staff to like move it around and see what happens.
Cho, be careful of those statues, though. Zed's just keeping an eye on the statues.
Oh,
All
sure,
right, well,
sure.
move next to the chair.
Okay, yeah.
All right, Cha. Roll me a D100.
God damn it.
Oh man, no.
He still hasn't figured it out, and I don't want to say anything OOC, but I think it's hilarious. I'm going to
right.
say something now just in case you keep doing it. You were the only
Uh.
person that kept telling all of us to stay within 15 feet of Neavara and have been the only person to step out of 15 feet of Neavara like 5 times.
Oh my god.
I see you frolicking, fucking
thank
frolicking
you.
around the room.
That might be it. Yeah.
I thought that the range was extended. That's what they said.
It was,
The
but
range.
Much.
We don't
but
know how
every
much.
time you ran off, I kept seeing a measurement tool come off of Neavara, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't
that's
see
what that was. I
Isaac
didn't know
did
what
not see
that was.
So
If that all starts
96.
dawning
good.
on you and you say something about it, he will come back humbly, being humbled once more.
All right, so at the 96, nothing happens. Proceed.
I don't know what's under there, but nothing happened, you guys.
So there was a tile under there.
So there is a tile. I touched it, but nothing happened. I don't know. You
Oh,
want to
you
check it
touched
out?
it? Sorry. So
Yeah,
if
he
you
touched
touched
it with his staff.
it definitely moved. It was a loose tile. There's something inside. There's something under it.
Oh, okay. So he touched it. He's gonna.
I
I'm
feel like we
saying
should
that
all
was
stay
with the
together.
96. Because that was just mean not realizing you
Nevar is
actually
gonna
did it.
start moving over, and she's gonna like call Kozik over,
Kozik,
like,
hurry.
Lord Kozik. I actually do think that we need to to
Lord
stay by.
Kozik, please.
Oh, have I gone out? But you said the range was extended. Did I go out of it? Is that why
I-
everything is falling apart around me?
See, Chaw, I don't know because I'm holding the rod, so I obviously am not affected by any of this.
That's fair. I think I've definitely been affected. But
I mean,
I
yes,
feel,
your ring of protection decided to try and eat your finger. I would say that that's
dude,
definitely a sign that something's up.
I wonder if I fed something to the ring, if I could then use it again. Anyway, I'll work
It's
on
not.
it.
What
It's
would
not a
you
mouth.
feed
It's
to
just
it?
filled in. Like the
It's
metal from the ring just filled itself in.
it's now a circle of
So
protection.
it's like a little coin or something.
Yeah,
Is it no longer effective? It's just not doing its
correct.
thing anymore.
You can't
Okay,
even put
so
it
I
on.
lost it. Shit.
Chaw's infernal logic sometimes astounds me. If we could feed the ring something, it would turn back. I don't know. Okay.
Well, you know, it was trying to eat my
Sounds
finger.
logical
Maybe it
to
was
me.
just hungry.
I guess.
That sounds. We did have to deal with quite a few mimics. Kozik.
Right? Gosh.
Maybe
I
the
stand
magic of this
corrected.
room turned the ring into a mimic. Who knows? I don't.
Please question my logic whenever you want. I have a very screwed up childhood. I might really be on the spectrum here, you
Oh
guys.
goodness. Forever the victim. Yes, Chaw. Thank you.
Also, While you're doing that, Shaw, something else happens. You feel a shift in your backpack.
Oh.
And you see Mittens licking his
Oh,
paws.
oh, Mittens. Who needs a ring of protection when you're around here to make everybody feel better?
And then Mittens sees something
Oh,
and runs off.
Mittens? What? Mike, Kozik, could you go catch Mittens?
Yeah, I definitely attempt to try to get him if he's running away.
And Chaw will pull up that tile.
All right, give me a acrobatics to try and catch Mittens.
Acrobatics. Okay.
Yeah, he's trying to like jump in the way and
Oh yeah.
grab him.
And kind of give a little dive there. Come on back, Mittens. Very dexterous.
Not very
Ugh.
dexterous.
Oh no.
I mean, I feel like Zed wouldn't just let him run away.
Give it a try, Zed. Catch him. Catch him.
Nice.
Okay, you
Acrobatics is
catch
like
Mittens.
my best stat.
You would
Nice.
have you definitely have to like start real quick. But with the
Does
24, you
Mittens
catch
seem scared?
Mittens.
Wise
Uh,
man runs running.
You can't really tell.
Where are you off to?
Let's see.
Mittens, what was he looking at?
I will say that I heard. When I was asking if you all heard that. I heard what sounded like well, like the little one. I thought it was. It seemed very faint and far away, and
Oh, right. So
I don't know. Based on the weird magic going on and everything that has been kind of happening, maybe in my mind, I'm wondering if somehow I don't know. It sounds weird, but little one might be trapped in my head or something.
you
Oh,
sorry,
like
you
an
reached under
illusion
the
of some
chair
variety.
for the tile, right?
Yeah.
You're pretty sure you can kind of feel something underneath that tile. Like you move the tile and it's hollowed out, and there's maybe like what feels like a top of a box or something.
Okie doke. Pull it on out. Well, first he's gonna get a sense if there's a trap in there.
So by sticking your hand in there.
Obviously, the logical
Let's feel around
solution.
for this trap here.
Nevarra supports
Go
this.
feel
Let
around
me
for
put my
that
hand
trap.
straight in the bear trap to find the teeth.
Okay. Chaw's hearing all of your voices in his head. And he's like, okay, shit. We've got a guy with a magic hand that can pick stuff up. Maybe I should let him actually do it. Hey, Zed!
As he's diving for Mittens.
When you're done screwing around with that little cute, adorable bone kitty, maybe you could use your magic hand to pick the thing out so that I don't blow up or lose more fingers.
You didn't finger, did you?
No, but it sounds like I would have. I mean, look at this thing.
It was a
Mm.
close call.
That son of a bitch ruined my ring. I
I'm
liked
sure we'll
that
fix it
ring.
later.
It was a nice ring. Think it can be fixed?
You might be able to hollow out the center.
Oh,
Maybe next
20.
time we're in a town or something.
okay.
I would say, like, cut that up. You'd have extra silver. Sell the extra silver. Obviously, make a dime out of it.
Hey, that's a great idea. Man, you guys are awesome.
Oh, that reminds me. I
Zed's
gotta.
Mittens,
like
what
trying
were you
to
doing?
like
So she has.
wrangle Mittens. All right, give me 1 sec. Oh, fuck. You want to grab this
Keeper.
hangly rascal here?
I will take Mittens back. Mittens, what were you
Yavara.
after, little buddy?
It's just kind of not really struggling. But this is the most active you've seen Mittens in a while. Usually Mittens just kind of chills and hangs out.
Yeah.
Open in browser.
All right, so Zed will send his mage hand over there, and
She has. Need the
See what's up
mockery.
with this. I guess, do you want me to do any sort of roll to see if I can detect a trap? Because the mage hand could also try to disarm it. But
If
I
there
guess I
is a
would have to
trap.
know it's there. Right.
You guys just pause and we're just like, it could be trapped. Do you send the mage hand in? Or do you want to do an investigation for a trap? Like, what do you want to, how do you want to go about this?
Yeah, I think so. The reason we were sending the mage hand in would be suspicion of a trap. So, whatever sort of roll to see
Word.
Oh, in that
if we
case,
can.
so you just send the hand in then without checking?
No, I'm
Okay.
saying the reason that we were sending the hand in was because we suspected a trap. So
Okay.
we
You sure?
wouldn't just throw the hand in.
Okay, you sure you don't want to just throw the hand in there? I'm just saying, you could.
The DM becomes our evil conscience every now and
I mean,
again.
technically, if anything bad happens to it, I can just recast it.
Yeah, see? No problem.
And it's working. It's actually
Unless it's something that
working.
eats magic.
Yeah, unless the floor turns to lava.
The evil DM conscience voice is working. I don't know what it is about this room, but it makes me want to do stupid things, you guys.
Oh, just
What
this room.
Niabara.
what sort of roll should I do?
I guess that's fair.
Investigation, if you're
Par
looking
the
for a
course.
trap.
Send the mage hand in.
So the mage hand goes diving in there, and it starts to pull out this, like, really nice looking box, actually. But there is one teeny tiny, itty bitty complication. It's too big to fit under the chair
Oh.
without having to move said chair.
Right, so can't get the box out.
I'll lift
It looks like the chair's in the way.
Here, I'll just take my staff and I'll shove it out of the way. So I don't have to touch the damn thing again.
Didn't you just say nothing happened when you sat on the chair?
Correct.
My ring started doing weird stuff after that.
I would say that it was probably because you stepped outside of the thing of whatever this rod is.
Oh. Got it.
Not
Okay.
the chair jaw. I'm sorry.
Well, I
I
don't
still
like
think it
this
might
chair.
be the chair.
I don't like this
Um,
chair no matter what. I don't like this place. It's messing with
yes,
my
this place
head.
is deeply evil. Velsharoon is in fact a bastard.
Ugh.
Greed.
All right, so you move said chair, correct?
Correct. Moves it aside with his bow staff.
The two statues, their heads turn towards you,
God.
but they're just staring. They're very observant. And Mitten squirms even more.
But who wants to live in a place that is this unsettling? Really?
You know, the king of the undead might. And I'm noticing that Mittens seems really to not like this place, and considering that Mittens is undead, I wonder if the cat's
Oh.
trying to tell us something.
Is that what you're trying to say, Mittens? You want us to get the hell out of here?
So, you know when you pick up a cat and they really, really, really don't want to be picked up and they just like squirm and struggle? That's
Yeah.
Mittens right now.
Potatoing. The potato sacking of it
Aw.
all. I have a dog that does that. She's 90 pounds though, so when she potato sacks, by God, she's not moving.
90 pounds.
90 pounds of
Man,
potato.
let's get this thing and get the hell out of this room.
I've got a
This room
feeling
is a
that
Looking at
show.
the statues.
got a feeling that the statues are guarding something here.
Yeah, I almost think that it might be related to the weird box that we found. I don't know what it is about them, other than the fact that they only started to move when we started, messing with the chair.
Sarcasm noted
The only
Listen,
and
only reason
appreciated.
only thing that could be in that chest that I'd actually feel like it'd be worthwhile would be if little one was trapped in there,
Oh,
and then I'll
absolutely. Then
fight
there
the
hey,
we would.
fucking statues to the death.
Oh,
right.
absolutely.
But
And you
otherwise,
said you said you heard him or her or they.
I I thought so, but I couldn't tell if it was. It sounded like it was very far away, but not distant. If that makes sense, it was just like far back in my head.
Well,
It's
let's
very
crack
odd.
this fucking box open and see.
Otherwise, just another reminder: we are here to try and find the smokes.
True. That's right. Marge has been incredibly patient with our oddly specific, incredibly
Troubling.
personal experience in this particular random dungeon in the middle of the wilderness.
Like, it's kind of crazy now you say that. All of this was underneath those fucking ruins.
Right?
That was an illusion
I
in and of itself.
Like, this was a place we were going to need to come at some point anyway to deal with your friend. I mean, incredible.
It's
Uncanny.
almost like Marn has been guiding your path or something. Almost like he wanted you to come here or something.
Uh,
or take this man and chew his little soul up, such that when Oron calls the end of
Uh,
days, he cannot ever walk this earth again.
ooh. Yeah.
That gives me some confidence, I think.
That was kick ass. You know, you should be like a slam poet.
I don't
So,
think I have the charisma score for that.
I'm gonna before he maybe extricates the box, I'm going to can I do like a triggering effect for Eldritch Blast on one of these statues if it starts to attack Cha?
sure.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
Ooh, nice.
I'm
Good
kind of
call.
holding
Good
my
call.
hands out in the ready position.
So once again, Cha will beseech
In
Zed to use his mage hand to open it, and he will also stand back and ready his crossbow. Although, no, I guess we're in range, so your spell, so it should work. I guess.
Yeah, if they attack us, that's all.
all right, so to try again with the mage hand.
It's a very simple looking lock, but we'll see what you get.
That is sus too. It's all
What are you talking
the
about?
simple stuff.
It's
Suspicious.
unassuming.
You know how in like Fallout the essential locks are actually like easy lock picking.
Right.
My thought.
It's like the storyline lock.
Yeah.
It's
They
not one
didn't.
of
They
See,
the super
couldn't.
hard
They
ones.
couldn't.
It's it's one that
so
they
They
have to.
couldn't
It's
put
the
it behind
MacGuffin.
a skill wall because
The
it's too
MacGuffin
essential to the
lock.
story.
The MacGuffin lock.
with the 16, you're pretty sure you unlock it. It was so simple.
No. Uh,
Some
you're
statues
terrifying when you
looking.
say that.
The statues are currently looking at Zed.
Feel real world
You
terror.
know what? Before we actually open the box, we want to like I don't know, attack the statues first? Like
Hey, that's a
disarm them
great
maybe?
idea. Good idea.
He-
See,
oh well,
man. This is why
seems
I'm
so
not the leader.
vulgar.
Is it though? I don't care. It's like an evil shrine to an evil god that I don't worship.
Well,
You
Dude, I
say
am
that
all for this.
now.
Should we?
Ah.
Well,
my evil conscience is really kicking in hard in this room, you guys. I don't know if that's happening for you too, but
I'm
Well-
gonna allow the magic energy to flow freely and not hold it back any longer. And I'm gonna shoot this statue that's nearest me with my dose blasts of eldritch energy here.
Cha
Yeah,
will
20 would,
unleash
20 would
his
definitely hit.
arcane blast as well at the same time.
Boom boom. I assume that
And
hits.
yep, give me damage on both. As your Eldritch
let's see.
Blast slams into the statue.
There's one, and then gonna do it again.
Yep. So give me some damage numbers.
Well, that's what I was saying. I thought I did it twice, but there was some. So I guess 9 damage from the 2 blasts.
It
Total.
slams into the statue's leg and it comes tumbling down to the ground. And the head and the body and the arms and the legs, they all just kind of fall to different pieces. However, the head itself is still looking directly at Zed.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's unsettling.
Goodness.
It's like it rolls and rolls and rolls, and then when it comes to a stop, the head just slowly turns with no body.
Neavara
Ah,
will
wow.
walk to the head, take out her
Yeah.
dagger, and stab the eyes out.
There you go.
Ooh. So you're looking directly
Sweet.
into it. Give me a wisdom saving throw, Neavara.
Oh no.
You're wise. You're a wise one.
Dude, this room is scary.
Oh, a 6. Please hold.
And Cha attacked the other statue with a
Right.
22 and a nat 20.
Yeah, they both hit.
So he's gonna bring that one down too. So they both are smashed to pieces
Yes, they are.
with their heads both rolling around looking at Zed.
Well, Neavara picked one up, so that one's staring at her now.
Oh no.
She didn't up. She literally just walked over to it to stab.
Well,
With the
basically,
intent to
once you know, in physically. Making sure I spell this right.
Annihilation. How do you spell that? Okay.
I love this room, by the way. This is great. It's a great room.
Enough.
Anywho.
What's the implication of that? Like, what's the intonation? I know you're saying it's burning, but like, does it come with some sort of like push to do something one way or another?
Nope.
I love private DMs.
I was like, I see nothing. Yeah.
Neavara's knives are dedicated to that god because, you know, that god is in fact the god of assassins and rogues. So she's like, okay. You're correct. And she's going to attack the damn things anyway.
Getting talked to by the god of assassins?
No.
Neavara's having her private debate that we're not privy to.
Wow. It's kind of fun
Yeah,
though.
that would hit.
I like it.
Oh, should I open the chest with the hand or?
Neavara's like stabbing.
You're watching
his
all
thing in
you're
the
watching
eyes.
all this insanity going on around us. Kozik and I are destroying statues. Niavara's having a private conversation with a head.
For once, it's not me.
I think you should open the box, Mr. Thatcher.
So you stabbing
Open
it,
it!
like as soon as you know, that thought comes to mind, you stab it, it just turns to sand pretty much. Like you stab it and just kind of goes
Ooh.
poof and
Give our answers, and she'll say, "Keep the flayed god's name from your lips." To the sand, and then she'll kick it.
See? Slam poetry. You would be a knockout. Josh starts shooting at the head of the other head.
Okay,
his
so you're
arcane bow.
doing that. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw as the head turns toward you.
Sweet.
So the wisdom save.
Oh,
How's
whoops.
the D100?
Bad.
High wisdom.
Buddy.
Come on, buddy, indeed.
We fucking
We are
Oh
having
my
such a great
God.
time,
we've had like
everyone.
3 or 4 nat ones on saves just today.
Oh man,
Yay.
this is
Yeah.
great.
Right.
I'm ready for it. I'm feeling it. I don't know why I feel so apocalyptic about this room, but I'm all for it.
So you attack the statue's head, and it turns towards you as you do so, and you feel like the room just extend, like the area in front of you, like you know this wall is only 15 feet away from you, but then it feels like it's being stretched, being pulled. It's like it's being pulled away from you. At first 20 feet, then 30 feet, then it just feels like an eternity, a hallway that just goes on and on and on and on.
Oh.
And there's still light in here, but there's a small bead of darkness at the end of this hallway now. And you almost feel a pull towards it.
Guys,
Cha's just standing there. Like he hit it and then he just stopped.
Are you good, Cha?
What do you do, Cha?
he looks around for his friends.
You are alone. It's empty. It's quiet. Mittens was just there, no longer. Your team of adventurers, no longer there. It's just you and this long hallway.
Cha starts thinking about what was being said about the god of undeath and about Mittens flipping out, and then he starts thinking about Zed, and he starts thinking, I wonder if Zed is the thing that was stolen from Marn.
But you do feel something in your hand that wasn't there before.
Oh, he looks down.
There's a key.
Is it the same key?
It is very different.
Oh.
And when you look back up, that hallway that
Yeah.
spanned to eternity, it's almost like it when you blinked, it was in front of you. That darkness in the distance is no more than 10 feet away from you.
He's gonna walk up to it, holding the key tightly.
It's like 2001: A Space Odyssey or something. You're just like, okay.
I've got the perfect music playing for it too. It's like some weird Blade Runner mix that I posted on there.
Yep. And as you step closer to this dark speck of non-existence, the only thing in front of you is a door. A door with a keyhole shaped exactly like the one in your hand now. What do you do?
You keep wanting me to open doors with keys. He's going to put the key in and open the door.
It opens into a space that you've seen before. Like, imagine Men in Black when the first one, when they open the door and it's just like eternity. It's kind of like that. But slowly, one at a time, small specks of light in the distance, almost like a veil being removed from over your eyes. And you can hear the sounds of your family from home. You can hear the sounds of the people you've trained with in the monastery. The sounds of the individual that smuggled you out. Voices, memories, all of it. But all at once, all instantly, and all silenced in that same moment. And here you are, floating.
His mouth is just sort of gaping open as he looks out into infinity and listens to his own mind and memories.
A particular voice does stand out amongst them during all of these and even a little bit after. T.O. Moonblade.
I'd talk with you again. What do you think now after everything?
Just as I expected. Curious, reckless. You remind me of myself. How apt.
Well, I will take that as a compliment.
Hmm.
I mean, you're pretty cool. You're pretty scary, but you're cool too. I mean,
I believe you left out powerful, strong, intelligent, cunning. Should I go on?
no, I think I got the point. It's all true. It's all very true.
So, what brings you to this lovely little hovel?
Well, everything you just said, reckless, curious.
And from the eternal darkness, a silhouette at first, and then her form just appears in front of you. Her arms are crossed. She looks like she's standing in her own home because you can kind of see the background, like her house.
Yeah.
And you can
It's
still
funny
see
to
that
see you again.
serpent just
We still haven't
watching.
even. Yeah. We still haven't even gotten back to tell your old buddy not to mess with you anymore. We're trying. We're really trying, but you know,
Mm,
it is an
always
amazing existence. There's a
uh,
lot going on out here.
easily distracted. Understandable. That's what the young ones do nowadays. Tell me, how many infernal creatures have you encountered recently?
That's interesting you ask. I've been thinking about that a lot. We've encountered quite a few, and one of them was even a sworn enemy of my family, of the Jahannams.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's funny we get to talk like this. I wanted to ask you about it. Why are
Oh.
they all over the plains? They're everywhere. They've been in different pockets of reality wherever we've gone.
Hmm. I suppose I can fill you in. Something I saw. You were last here.
Hmm.
And she points to your chest, where around your neck, where your obsidian key is.
Right.
I think you greatly underestimate how many individuals want that.
Hmm. Getting an idea. Had a conversation with some wild, cloudy being that really wants me to use this, I think, to free them.
Hmm. Cloudy being. Describe it
Yeah.
in more detail.
Well, what the booming voice? It existed somewhere, I think, in the astral sea. Uh, if I'm putting all my visions together, it had a name. Its name was Grav. It was Grav. No, no, no. Maybe its son's name was Grav. It said it had a son. It was this scaled reptilian figure.
So when you mention that, her image
Grav L.
vanishes instantly.
Oh,
It is replaced, almost like somebody cut into a transmission, like hacked into your transmission, and you see that very familiar looking obsidian scaled lizard folk standing in front of you.
there you are. Been tracking us.
You are very easy to find. And he walks up to you as if the eternity was just as solid as ground, and he taps your key ring, key amulet, amulet key.
Amaki. Amaki. Kyrie, you've
No,
wanted this all along. You're strong. Why didn't you just take it?
no. Kyrie is another,
Oh, really?
one of my father's adopted children.
Huh. Okay.
But more importantly, you're still alive. How convenient. Tell me,
Had my brushes.
what arcane potent device did you come across this time?
Oh, gosh. Added to the list. We came across some weird stuff with magic anomalies.
Hmm. I'll be sure to ask more details of these later. Hmm. And he
What do you
tilts his
want,
head to the
Bob?
side. The return of my father.
Right? Had a good conversation with him. I'll be honest. I haven't made up my mind about your father. Seems like he wants order. He wants to fix things, as he said.
The lizard folk just shakes his head. He just wants things not to be broken. That's how he always was. That's how he always probably will be.
Well, I don't mind things being fixed that were broken. I guess it just depends on what that means for all the rest of existence.
Existence. Perception. I suppose that varies based on the where and the who.
Sure.
As long as he's gone, I get the luxury of having to track these anomalies. Not my cup of tea. We have bigger things to deal with.
Really? So you just brushed Tio Moonblade away like she was nothing right now, yeah?
She knows nothing.
Right. So are you talking about that tentacle creature?
Which
Appears in
one?
different planes?
Oh, there's several of those. That's not even the worst of them.
We've run into them twice. It's like they want something. Some magic. Energy. Now we're in this I was in this place with this Marn person who's been screwing with my friend Zed.
All I can tell you for now is they seek to claim what is not theirs. They invade in their own ways. And they are ultimately a pain in my ass. But I
What's
was
your job?
created for
Yeah, what do you want?
other purposes.
Like what?
Hmm. If I told you that, I would have to kill you.
Respect.
Sure. Well, it seems you have been useful in at least tracking down one anomaly.
Well, it seems that we put a stop to it. Is that a good thing to your purposes or a hindrance?
You wouldn't be here if you put a stop to it.
Huh.
You merely stopped a leak. There is a broken pipe somewhere.
How big is that pipe?
Beyond my capability of repair. Hence, father needs to return.
So there's arcane siphons that are broken all over what? The Feywild? All of reality? All the worlds?
All of what you perceive as reality, yes.
Jesus. How did that happen?
Time, arrogance, ignorance, misfortune, and a caretaker who's no longer available.
Your father. Is there someone responsible? Is it a person? Is it a being? Or is it just neglect?
All of the above.
Huh. What do you know of the Dark Six and of the Queen of Shadow, Queen of Darkness and Air? What do they have to do with all this?
Hmm. Very, very small players on a greater scheme. None of my concern what happens with them.
Wow.
They
Okay.
seek power just like any other. They cling to the notion that if they welcome Father's return, that they'll be granted some special accommodations. Or they will attempt to take.
So Tio Moonblade, the Dark Six, Queen, Arn, all of them? That's what they want? Curry favor with your father?
They seek power.
Yeah.
Power controls. Power keeps kingdoms functional. Tio, on the other hand, does not seek to gain power. She is interesting.
That's one way to put it.
But still, a speck of dust in the great span of an eternity. Entertaining, to say the least. However, it would seem you have a key.
Yes. So if they are flecks of dust, then us mortals must be significant beyond measure. What can we possibly add to this cosmic, chaos going on?
Entertainment, I guess? I don't know. But at the end of the day, a single grain of sand means nothing. An entire shoreline of sand creates a beach. I'm sure you see where I'm going with this. However,
Sure.
either way, it would seem you are needed back down there. And his image fades away, and Tio's there again.
Tio, good to see you again.
Again? I never left. It's been sitting there staring into oblivion. Tell me, have you figured out how you got here in the first place?
Well, I think I was fucking around a little bit too much when I should have had my head more in the game.
I look forward to hearing this in full detail the next time you make it to my hut.
Oh, we're welcome back. I'd love to visit you again, see where your experiments are going and whatnot.
Oh, they're quite interesting. And you can hear in the background, hungry.
Is that?
Yes, they found their way back, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm so glad. I gave them instructions to just relax and to munch on the snacks until we returned, but I guess it's been quite a while now.
And you can kind of like
Give them my
in the
love.
background, you can actually see them like maybe running around and knocking stuff over. And imagine like like the TV gets knocked, like the camera gets knocked over, and you are snapped back into this room.
Gah.
Like
Whoa.
I should be opening the chest or what?
Uh,
Yeah, open the
uh,
chest.
Oh, all right.
you, or, um, just had the big old crazy, like we do, where we just sort of, talk with infinite beings and fly around through space and stuff. Just one of those, Go right ahead. I'll tell you about it.
All right,
Uh,
tell us about it later. Open that
yeah,
box.
yeah. I'll tell you about it later. Yeah.
I feel like Cha could be like, starting to explain, and Zed'll just be like, I want to hear all about it. And
Yeah.
then Mage Hand's maybe just creaking the lid of this chest open.
Sit at a time
Cha's like,
envisioning that.
yeah, Cha's just like, I don't think he cares about explaining it or about the box. He's just like, just feeling his body and like feeling gravity and stuff. You
He's
guys go
dazed.
right ahead. Just go right ahead.
You were saying, Zed. You were saying, Mr. Thatcher. Go ahead. Yes. Don't let Cha interrupt you. Okay.
They pop it open.
Yep.
There's a key in there.
Oh,
Oh.
Cha, you immediately recognize this key. It's the one that was in your hand in that vision.
son of a bitch, you guys! I just had that thing in my hand in my weird space out session.
Session?
Yeah,
Like a
right.
makeout session? I mean,
No,
I
not a
believe
makeout
Cha.
session. I could totally go for a makeout session with Sarah. Woo! But anyway, I just had a vision with that black reptilian figure, and that key was in my hand. I think it's connected to this key. Wow, weird.
Your obsidian key?
Yeah. And you know what? Is it the same color as when my key turned into a jade key at that when we were underground that one time? The key
No.
changed to a jade key.
Nope, this
It's not like
key.
that.
So this is just bronze.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Zed'll like basically bring the key over to Cha with the Mage Hand.
Whoa. Cha takes it. I opened the door with it and then rocked it through eternity, talked to Tio Moonblade, and then that reptilian figure whose name I still don't know. I know his brother's name, but not his name. And it was some big stuff, big stuff, high stakes stuff. Well, I guess maybe all these keys open one door somewhere. It's like one big, has something to do with that weird cloud entity we were talking to, Zed. That weird vision. It wants freedom. It wants to. There is huge, like arcane leaks all over existence. That's what the reptilian guy was telling me. And his father wants to fix them. And we came upon one just in the other room, that thing that was siphoning the magic. That's what he said anyway. I don't know if it's
Oh.
true. Could Cha roll an insight check to just see if he believes what they were all telling him?
Sure, why not?
Sure. 19.
I mean, they definitely seem like they were speaking the truth.
I was watching them closely. They all seemed pretty honest with me. Tio seemed delighted. She totally wants us to visit again. Her back at her hut.
Oh,
Our
that's
cute little our cute little kobold friends found their way back to her, which she was not happy about.
kobold. Yes.
Weren't they adorable? I miss those little suckers.
I thought they were hobgoblins. You reminded me,
Oh.
they're actually kobolds. Ah.
Pretty similar. Dude, the reptilian guy was talking smack about the Dark Six and about your patron, Kozik. And about Marn while we're at it.
I mean,
Talking serious smack. Like
Wow.
I'm
that they
used to
were like
that.
pointless. That they were like useless and that they just wanted to please his father, who is this big entity that wants to be released.
Wait,
Well,
big entity
co-
who wants to be released? I think I need some more details about that.
Yeah, so Zed and I had like these weird visions in the astral sea where his crew is trapped, right? And then that was what I started to think, Zed, when I was in this vision, was that maybe you are the thing that was stolen from Marn.
Also, Zed,
See,
can
I
you
had
give me a
already
quick
thought that.
D100? Just because you were opening the box and stuff.
Who?
You.
Oh,
Just a little D100. D1
I had
hundo.
already thought that. I low key think that Zed's crew is very dead, and I think he's somehow cheated the afterlife.
And there you go, right? If
Hey, how's it
Marn is
going,
some
Toad?
kind of god of undeath, and somehow Zed was saved from that, then Zed was what was stolen from Marn. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but
Holy shit. Thank you
I
for
don't
that
know. That
sub.
thought crossed my
Thank
mind when I
you.
was having the weird
Thank
space
you.
out session.
Appreciate you. I'm doing good.
Anyway, so
Little
this
D&D.
entity is like a
And a
mass
prime.
of
Ooh,
energy, and
thank you.
it's been trapped by its brethren, I believe. And it's like it wants order, it wants to return. It has like minions like this
Nice. Hell
reptilian
yeah.
figure out trying to figure out how
Overwatch.
to release it. This key that I grabbed from my family estate before I left home has something to do with it, and I think this key also, this other key. Their name was Grav L. Grav L, if you know that at all. They were called the Keeper. And one of their children was named Kyrie.
Also, Zed, give me a quick wisdom saving throw while he's having this conversation, while he's telling you this stuff.
Name of the keeper.
The Keeper, right? And he said that he knew the Dark Six when I asked.
Okay, he's fine.
When I had like a discussion with it. That is basically all I know. I've had visions of this mass. I've had visions of Zed's crew interacting with this mass, along with the weird illithid ships that we saw. I don't know where that connects, but only this being wants to be released. There must be all these locks holding it, and
The keeper, Lord Cole Tarrant, you said?
That name never came
they
up.
called themselves, yeah, they called themselves Grav El, the Keeper,
I mean, the keeper
or
is the god of
Grav.
death and decay.
Okay, okay. Is that one of the Dark Six?
Yes.
Oh, so maybe it said that like I think it said that its siblings trapped it. Maybe I heard not correctly, but I don't remember who trapped it actually.
Lazor.
Yeah, I
Does
didn't
that
hear these names.
does the
Name wasn't
name
there.
ring correctly to
That
like
name.
Niavara's standard?
Sorry, say again?
When if she says the name Dolazor, does it like feel right to her? Like that's the name that he's thinking of?
So, nope. He seems to be describing someone completely. You know what? Give me a. Yeah. Give me just a raw intelligence.
Can I do some sort of check just to see if any of these names are familiar to me as well?
Sure, that would be religion.
This all happened when we were talking with that weird rug that was on that altar. You remember that? That's when
Aye.
when I had that experience.
Oh,
Aye,
check.
same. That's when what you were saying.
Yes.
We both saw the same, well,
Right.
more or less similar sort of
Would
thing.
Would you like to use an inspiration on that intelligence check and re-roll it?
Statistically speaking, I'm just as likely to get worse. But you know what? To hell with it.
Yeah, use that inspiration.
I'll click off my inspiration and try again. Let's
Did
go.
we? I know we did the recap today, but did anyone get
Oh,
an
fuck
inspiration?
me.
Okay,
Wow.
it's just an
Did
11.
anyone get
Oh,
inspiration from today?
wow. Unbelievable. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't think anybody
It's
took
a nat
inspiration.
one day. Oh yeah, that's right. Somebody needed it. Who didn't have it? Cha has one.
I will say Zed doesn't have one.
Yep.
Or didn't.
Zed did not.
There you go. You were the one then.
There you go. Would anybody
Alright,
else
well,
like
if you
to
wanna do
provide
it.
I will-
inspiration to
Zed'll-
Neovara?
Just so I don't have to check the box, Zed will burn his inspiration on this as well.
You don't have to check the
Just
box.
specifically so I don't have to check the box, not for any other.
It's a lot of effort. To
And
check
that's
the
for
box.
to give it to Neovara?
Yeah.
Roll it again, Neovara.
There you go. Go for it.
I mean, you can't get any worse than a 1.
Ah. Goodness gracious.
But this is saying Neovara doesn't really have a high end.
Well, the DC is
All good.
lower. You just gotta. Yeah, I'll lay it out for you. You just need a 13. Anybody else want to spend an
Do I
inspiration?
dare? Yeah, I'll
Religion.
We're all
do it.
spending our
If
inspirations.
it's
Like,
with
what
my
is
Let's do it.
religion, I would make it. Because I have a +3 to religion.
Oh, did you want to
You
be
know what? Religion. Yeah, religion could also apply.
All
Dude,
right,
I'll
I
But
mean,
if it's
totally give
religion,
you-
the DC is
I'll
still
give
going to
you
be
my-
higher. Because
I'll totally give you my
All right,
inspiration.
let's try.
You got it. Cha's checking off his inspiration.
Thank God.
Yes, nice.
got to use it. All right. With the assistance of almost everybody's inspiration.
Let's go.
Wait, let's make sure they're properly checked off so we don't have that issue
Neovara's
again.
like Super Saiyan
Yeah.
now somehow.
Dude, her
So-
hair is totally full yellow golden.
she's spirit bombing. Just everybody is giving energy. So you think about the name that kind of came to mind, kind of burned into your head, not necessarily like physically burned, but just like that aspect of it. You think about the Keeper, you think about the Dark Six, and then you think, what better way to hide your title and existence behind some other god that's already well known? What better way for people to forget your name, to not think about you, to not seek you out, if you had the exact same name as somebody who's very much more in the forefront of people's minds?
Oh.
The title
Interesting.
of the Keeper and the Dark Six are two completely different entities. The Dark Six's Keeper is, you know of that one, but this Keeper is more of a groundskeeper, a handyman of sorts. Just you kind of put the 2 and 2 together in that regard, in that the Dark Six have nothing to do with this individual, but perhaps he or they chose such a title with purpose.
Did
Bewildered
say
at why
that
she
it
is.
knew them.
Well, not just that. Neovara's been getting the image of the Mockery's true name in her head since the start of this. So she's like very uncertain about what that's all supposed to mean. She'll share it with the class though, like now that she's fairly certain that it's not got to do with her religion. She's fine to shit on other people's dark religions.
Actually, with the 16, a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more. So the events. So like if you think about the events of the mockery that you've gotten from this, you're starting to realize that you seem to be getting the strongest interactions or thoughts about the Dark Six in areas of more potent magics. Just kind of like, and sometimes they reach out to you, right? But sometimes it's been like really, when you interacted with the carpet, for example, when now that you're in the area of very potent magic, and you probably start thinking you might have been in a lot more arcane anomalies than you think you've been in. But none of them necessarily as blatantly obvious as this one has been. And maybe that's kind of why you have such a strong connection or strong reaction to the names that came to your mind in here. Almost like they're maybe reaching out to you, calling. Oh, and by the way, your pocket feels a little bit heavier.
Take out whatever's in it.
It's a holy symbol of someone you just thought about.
Oh. God, look at this all coming together, you guys.
I
We've
have
been
5 out of
guided all
6.
these weird places.
I have 5 of the 6 now. The only one that I'm missing is.
To make sure to put that symbol in.
And she sort of like draws to a quick quiet.
Is it the traveler?
Items.
No, I've had the
This is
traveler from the
mockery.
start.
Put that in
No,
there.
Oh.
the 6th would be the shadow himself, the first betrayer,
Shadow.
Oron's shadow specifically, Neovara, if you will.
Nice.
And she's like, yeah. My twin sister, if you will, was meant to be named in honor of the Fury. But no, the Shadow. Ah. He is the god of mayhem and magic, so that would make sense, but I have never been prey to the tempter himself.
Why not?
The tempter is the keeper of secrets.
Zed rolled well enough, so that doesn't happen to him. Might have to tone down the lighting a
It's
little
said that
bit.
when he and Oron reunite, it'll cause the end of the world.
Oron?
The god of law and lore. He's just the main god of the sovereign. He's just some hyped up human that achieved godhood. You know how it is.
Wow. When they reunite, it will be the end of existence?
At least in the stories I've been told.
Yeah, what about Kozik?
He's chilling.
I was
Assuming
just making a
the
joke. Hyped up
human.
hyped up dwarf, but
Ha ha ha.
Delusions of grandeur?
Hyped up. I actually could see. Although I wouldn't consider him Oron's proxy, I would consider him Onatar's proxy, perhaps. He's frequently enough portrayed as a dwarf anyway.
Onatar. Well, I'll tell you that Batur has something to do with all this as well. The
Oh?
Nine Hells. Because
What's
Teal
your...
Moonblade was also in the vision and was talking about. She seemed to know that we had come upon several infernal creatures in our adventures. They have something to do with this. I don't know what. It's like all of the beings that we have had history with, all of the gods and deities and powers. It's all a part of this.
The world is changing. Little do they know.
A feeling that at some point we might come upon this door, however that manifests. I guess I need to know from you guys if I should open it. These keys. If that's
Well, if
what
you
our goal is.
suppose if you have a key, then you should open it.
And there is one door that totally is non-assuming and uninteresting.
Oh, boring.
Boring.
You think this might have something to do with that?
I suppose it couldn't hurt to try.
Measurement tool.
Chow will start walking over, but he'll be like, "Okay, whatever our radius is, Niavara,
We're
you're
gonna
the
stick together,
you're
hey?
the we're gonna stick together this time. I promise."
You don't want your magical key to turn evil on you? Is that the vibe that I'm getting?
You know, there's nothing like a little chaos to remind you that you should be more cautious now and again, and a vision of the cosmos and of various divine beings that are.
That would do it. That would do it, right?
Cha, is there a keyhole anywhere in the
No, for
unassuming
you,
door?
there's not even a door there.
This
You know?
Cha looks at everybody. Is there a keyhole on the door that you guys can see that I can't?
Of course there is. They tried to
We were trying
unlock
to
it.
pick it earlier.
Maybe give
Oh,
the key
okay.
to Zed. Let him try it.
Sure. Or you could just you could point to where it's at, and I could try to slip it in there.
I put it right above my finger.
There you go, and in.
Cha, your hand just goes right through the door. To everybody else, Cha's hand is going right through the door. Well, I should say, Cha, you're just crossing a threshold, and for everybody else, your hands is going through the door.
Gotcha.
Will say I don't think I did the investigation check, and Zed like
How do you get on
just
that?
got the inkling that there wasn't a door there, but I don't think I ever did a save for it.
You did not. You can if you choose to try and disbelieve there being a door there.
Yeah, I think I'm already on that sort of thing. This is going to be really odd if it just backfires. Zed's just going to be confused.
Yeah, no, there's no
What
fucking
the
door
fuck?
there. Just
Wait, so-
thinking about it is the door is gone.
What do we see then?
Wall.
It opens
So
for two of
walls,
you.
just nothing?
It opens up into a hallway.
Oh,
Cool, right?
there's no door. There's a hallway.
Because you guys can see that.
Hey, Cho,
Actually, no, here, let's do this.
Okay.
You can see
I
there.
think it worked, you guys. Here we go.
You can
Walk
technically
on
see there for
through.
vision purposes.
All right.
What do you think, Niavara? Can we go through?
They just
Chow will
walk
stick
through the
his
door.
hand back through. Chow will stick his hand out, like anybody wants to take his hand. Let's see if he
Oh,
can
I
pull you through.
can actually hear the sound effects now. I couldn't before.
Yeah.
So you guys
Nice.
reaching for Cha? His hand going.
Yeah.
Like, think of that scene from Baldur's Gate when you first get Gale, and there's just a portal and a hand sticking out. That's kind of what it looks like.
Cool.
And I'm guessing you guys grabbed Chaw's hand.
Wiggling his fingers.
Yeah, because it's coming right through the gosh darn door.
And Niavara just gets pulled through.
And then he sticks his hand back out again. Wiggling his fingers. Whoosh. There you go. That's teamwork.
And all you had to do was disbelieve.
I can fly, I can fly, I can fly.
All right,
Well, now
so
we're in a really small room, and there's another door.
this
How are there
door,
so many fucking doors?
this door,
Dude, I'm telling you, this guy's interior designer was a genius.
He fucking loves floors and doors.
Doors and doors.
Boulder take him and his stupid haul.
well,
God,
you
we've
know,
only
as-
we haven't even looked in every door.
and as you're having this conversation, you think to the message on the chest.
Oh yeah.
This door, this door is vastly different from every other. This is actually a double door. It is made of metal. Let's see. Engraved on this appears to be what looks like some kind of a dragon blowing fire on maybe like an army. You can kind of see like shields and swords, but they're under the flame. And you can see a keyhole.
Shit. Look at this, Zed.
And then you had that other room earlier where it seemed like there might have been glass markings and such.
Right? And that inscription, the key to the mind. Cha holds up that key. Opens a door to madness. Are you guys ready for this? Ready to get crazy? We're gonna get a little crazy here.
Come on,
Sounds
you want to
great.
get
Let's
nuts?
go.
Like,
Come on,
Wanna
let's
get
get
nuts?
nuts.
whatever happened.
Let's get nuts.
Traveler
Did you
guide
ever
me.
did you ever dance with a tiefling in the pale moonlight?
So you
Here we
put
go.
the key in the keyhole,
Puts it
and
in.
it fits perfectly, almost like it was made for it.
Ooh,
And you turn the
nice
key,
sound effect.
and the door creaks open. And with that, we wrap up the session on the cliffhanger of what's inside.
Oh
Very nice.
man, so good. So good.
I'm so glad you guys finally got the sound effects. I was like, oh man, I made this. It's so cool. I'm gonna put it in the game.
Oh, they were great. They're great. The door opening sound effect was cool too.
I didn't have one of those.
Didn't?
Are you sure? I swear I heard
Yeah.
one.
I heard one.
That was a different audio. Must have been the song you were
Oh,
playing.
if you click on the door symbol, it makes the sound of the door opening.
Oh, that's a function of something else. Like for me, it doesn't make that sound because when I click on it, it opens it or closes it. So I don't have that audio that plays on it.
Got it. Wow, that was crazy. Switch. It switched from just a bunch of chaos to like focusing us in on the story.
Or some semblance thereof, I guess. There's a lot of intersecting lines.
Yeah. Wow. Good stuff. Thanks everybody. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Good
totally.
one.
Just seeing I'm pretty sure the little guy's on the other side of the store. So Zed will be reunited with his son.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Will he though? Are you sure about that?
Where the hell are the smokes? We have like completely lost.
Lost
I'm glad
we will.
I'm glad Marge wasn't here to have to wrestle through this. Through us like totally delving into the story we've been dealing with since the beginning.
Yeah.
while their smokes are like so
I haven't seen
backburner
hide
Why is there
nor
a
for
hair of
skull
any
on that one?
smokes.
What?
I was gonna say there could be a chance
us.
that the smokes were just
the hell?
a bit of a ruse to get us all here.
Ooh. Hey, interesting.
There's a skull marker on.
We've already
Hey,
been so
maybe.
There we go.
the
That was
when we
weird.
came across Shelly back at the Lofty Highborn,
2, 3.
they were expecting us and had had some sort of word that we were going to show up there. So we're already being monitored and we know that. And then all of a
Right.
sudden
Huh.
we run into Marge who's like, "Yeah, I've got this job for you."
And the reptilian
Yeah.
figure shows up again, and that was the one who gave Shelley the message.
Oh
So
yeah, and
maybe
that was
Marge.
the figure from, wasn't that in Grenstall back
Yeah,
in
from the
like the
mimic.
corner of a
From the
bar or
mimic.
something?
And I don't remember. Did everyone see them, or did only Cha see them?
I don't know.
I f-
At this point, I
I
do not
feel
know.
like I know that was a
All right.
Well, I think
dude.
Well,
Guys,
regardless
we've
of
been
who
playing for
all,
like we've been playing since we
yeah,
started in January, right? It's been almost a
yeah,
year.
this is
It's
session
Oh
awesome.
my god,
42.
has it?
Yeah. Can you believe it?
Jesus
and you
Christ.
still never made it back to Grinstall.
Yeah.
We still haven't finished our
We've
first mission.
accomplished. Yeah.
Average D&D player.
All right.
But I feel like
Me
regardless of
playing
who
Baldur's
saw
Gate.
that figure, we all knew about it. Like you know what I mean? Like the word
He
had kind of
definitely
spread.
he
So
definitely told he definitely told you if you guys didn't see it yourselves. I feel like some people saw it and some people didn't.
This is the
I
guy
don't
at the bar all the way back at the beginning.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Nivara saw him.
Yeah.
Zed was drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kozak saw him.
uh. Oh.
And
I know
Veldrin
Zed.
saw him, but Veldrin is no longer with us.
Well,
Oh.
Yeah,
it's
that makes
so
sense.
interesting. It's been so trippy who has like stayed and who has gone, isn't it? Like we've got Draari, Veldrin, now Kuth, and like Spicy. Like we've had these
Uh-huh.
figures come and go. It's kind of surreal, but we've been here since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just I don't know. It's just kind of trippy. I haven't been a part of a campaign where people came and went so much.
We've had
Right.
we've had people come in and do
Schedules do
guest
that.
star stuff. You know what I mean as well. So I feel like it's felt like there's just been a lot of people involved.
Yeah, right.
Building a
But
story.
but yeah,
I was with my
the
family for 2.5 years, and it was just the same. It was my family. Like nobody ever missed. It was like just totally
true.
steady for 2.5 years.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I like it. I think it's kind of neat. It's trippy. It's
There
hard
we
to
go.
explain like where they go when they're just suddenly gone. But
It's
All
a
right.
bit, yeah, it's kind of been almost like out of sight.
With that, I'm gonna wrap up the stream because it's been almost 3 hours and 40 minutes, which makes for a very large video I have to download and then upload to YouTube. So with that, I appreciate y'all being here. Oops, there we go. And thank you guys for being here. Thanks for hanging out and watching and finally helping me get the blurb working on this scene. Fix that. My mouse is messing up. So yeah, with that, thank you guys. I appreciate you. We do this every Tuesday. From 7:30 to about 10:30. Went over a little today. And soon, as in like tomorrow, we'll be starting up the Wednesday session, which I still have a bunch of work to do for that. So, with that, I'll catch you guys next time. Appreciate you being here. And I'll hope you guys have a good one. If you want some D&D tomorrow, what time are we starting? We're starting tomorrow at about 5:30 Pacific. So if you want to be around for that, a whole new session tomorrow. So I hope to see you there. I hope you show up and hang out. And if not, it's all good. Catch you next time. So with that, I am Audi 5000, and if you're on the Ubes tubes, feel free to drop by and say hello. I'm always streaming for the most part, except for some Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So, all right. Anywho, have yourselves a good one. I'll catch you next time. And remember, something, you guys are cool. All right, I'm out. Bye.